I was at the Comic-Con.
I know.
And I did speak with the Iron Sheik after I saw them wheelchair him to the bathroom. Oh. That was sad.
He kept yelling at me, asking if I brought him his Beck's.
Oh, really? His Beck's beer. They
you went to Comic-Con?
They wheelchaired him. Yeah.
To see who?
Yeah, I just went.
Oh, okay.
I figured, something. I've never been to one of these things.
Why would you just go? What was your real motive?
No, I swear to you.
You always have a motive.
I've never been to one of those things.
And you just decided to go.
And I figured, something? Let me go. It's close enough. It's not like I got to go to Jersey.
Where was it?
Which it was over at the pier.
It was. I should have went.
Pier.
It was great.
It was close to my house.
You loved it, right? They're fun.
It was fun. It was like hysterical to just watch some of these fucking people.
This was a real good one too.
Oh my God, Shatner. But I miss Shatner.
Adam West.
By the way, Shatner gets $80 a pop for a fucking photo.
Some of those things are just.
It's pornographic.
There's a Chiller Theater coming up in 2 weeks. They have Patrick Stewart, and you can have your Patrick Stewart photo op. Order it in advance. It's $100 to take a photo with Patrick Stewart.
Every camera click, he must just be like, okay, that's 100, 200.
Do they sign things? I would have got my Shatner. I love going to Comic-Con.
You can get a signature, too, from Shatner. That, I believe, was $50.
50 cents, right,
50 cents.
Where's
$50.
Where's Chiller's Theater going to be?
It's out in Jersey.
That one's in Jersey.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm for real. Give me a fucking ticket. I've never been to one of these things.
Mickey fucking Rooney, my friend.
Mickey Rooney, Anne Margaret, Richard Dreyfuss,
Peter Fonda. This is more celebrity oriented.
This is Anne Margaret's first convention.
Oh, great.
I'll tell you
Blair. All right.
One thing because I've never been to anything like this. Barbara Feldon. Wow, that's an old picture.
Howard Hessman from WKRP.
Oh, boy.
Dawn Wells from Gilligan's Island. I want to see her and just squeeze her tits and yell, nah.
Davy Jones.
You always see Mickey Dolenz at these, never Davy Jones. That's
Mickey
a big
Dolenz. I saw Mickey Dolenz there.
Yeah, he was there.
Saturday.
Conrad Bro.
Who was the biggest celebrity you saw there at this past weekend?
Biggest celebrity I saw? Well, let me see. Billy D. Williams, pretty big.
Yep.
Lando Calrissian.
Fuck yeah.
Edward Furlong.
Edward Furlong was there.
Oh, man.
Linda Hamilton was there.
I saw Fez on the way out, and he was
Fez Whatley.
Fez was the biggest celebrity there, no doubt in my mind.
No, he was excited because he got a picture from Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar?
And had her sign, to Fez Whatley, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar. Yes. Wow, he actually got that one.
It was the big one for him.
There was Lou Ferrigno was there, and some dumb fucking woman. She's standing in front of Lou.
Well, deaf and dumb.
Lou is signing something, so his head's down. So obviously he can't read lips. And she goes, I enjoyed you so much as the Hulk. Ew. And he just continued to sign.
No clue.
It's like, dummy, he's deaf.
But did she actually just say that to him?
I know, yes.
What else could he have you enjoyed him as?
It is so sad to walk through some of those aisles and see nobody paying attention to some of those people. Like, I saw one guy just with a plate of bad food, and he's eating at his little desk.
Tom Wopat was internet surfing when I...
Yeah.
Really?
Let me tell you, John Schneider and Tom Wopat were there. At the same time, right next to each other.
Actual audio of their booth.
Actual audio. And surprisingly long line for Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair had a huge
That's not a surprise.
Ric Flair getting a giant line for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, Erock spoke to the people who do ringside collectibles, which is what Ric Flair was promoting the time he called up, and they are extremely pissed at this show.
Very good.
Yeah, what happened? You know, remember Ric Flair called up promoting that ringside fest?
Yeah.
Erock and me pretended we were you and Anthony.
Yeah, the franchise.
Ric Flair and Ringside Collectibles are very upset with this show.
Yeah, how about they take it up with us?
You know something that hasn't affected my life?
Really?
Not at all.
Yeah, they're
not at all.
We didn't even know that he was mad at us.
Carbone was there.
How about you take it up with us?
From Goodfellas.
I met him.
And Big Pussy was there.
You know what's funny? It's like it's like not the little guys, but the guys you don't expect. I was walking through and I saw a guy who co-starred in Used Cars with fucking Kurt Russell.
Okay.
The guy, that's a red fucking car.
Oh, yeah. That guy,
Rudy,
right.
Rudy, that's a red car, Rudy.
No, it's not. There's primer under it.
I fucking told that guy how much. I couldn't stop telling him how fucking great I thought he was.
Like a right, shut up.
No, he's like, oh, I love Lucky Louie. It was fucking, I was so happy.
Mutual admiration.
And it brings up something, Jimmy, because of you. I hate you.
Why?
Oh.
Because I want to see used cars, because I saw it maybe, I don't know, many years ago. I want to see it because of all the references you make on the show. I can't find a copy.
I have a copy.
I can't find a copy of used cars. Can you bring it in tomorrow?
Yeah, man.
I just saw it recently, and I can't remember.
I got
how
to do
or where.
Netflix or something. I got to start doing that shit.
There's some very
Yeah.
funny moments in used cars.
Yeah, I know. I want to see it because you rave about this movie.
Fucking big fucking Frank McRae pushing a little white guy. I don't want to look inside. Oh, just get in the motherfucking car.
You know, it was great. Who's the black guy from Ghostbusters?
Oh, the black guy. I just know him as the black guy from
The
Ghostbusters.
black guy from Ghostbusters.
Winston. It's
Well, he's the black guy from
He was
Ghostbusters.
and in Oz.
I saw him.
BC?
No, Leo Glenn, Warden Leo Glenn.
I saw him walking into the concession area with a "Who you gonna call?"
Get the
Ghostbusters
fuck outta
shirt
here.
on.
No, he didn't.
And then that's just for when he's walking around. When he gets behind the his little counter to sign things, he puts on the jumpsuit.
It was the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
There's not enough money.
Who are you gonna call? My agent.
Would you rather live like in a shanty town than do that?
Shanty town.
You gotta have some fucking pride.
It's
man.
a little embarrassed. Like I said, there are some people that are just like a Playboy playmate from fucking forever ago,
But to be known for one thing and then you're putting on the fucking uniform.
and then the kid that was Boba Fett, it was Jango Fett's kid.
Yeah.
He was there, and he's like grown up now.
Yeah. He doesn't
He's
even
not like
look
a little kid. He doesn't
No.
look like him. It's like they could put any kid there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I can't wait to go to this pathetic fucking event.
Well, they're fun.
Dude, you'll
No,
love
I'm going.
Ernie Hudson.
I'm going,
Ernie
yeah.
Hudson.
Oh, he was in fucking Harlem Nights. Wasn't he in?
Of course, he was in a few things.
Great
but,
Santini?
But who are you going to call?
I'm going.
He was the Great
man.
Santini. He was Toomer.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Him and Lou Ferrigno both gave me the old passaroni for an interview. No, thank
Really?
you. Yeah.
Ernie,
there he is.
Ernie
Look.
Hudson.
There he is.
That's
Look,
Ernie
look.
Hudson.
See? He's
Thank you,
in his
Rick and Rocco.
jumpsuit.
No one's listening to me, but that's Ernie Hudson.
When's the other one? When's the next one, Sam?
The weekend of Halloween.
Yeah,
For 2 weeks.
We're
I'm
going.
in town.
We're going. Let's go.
God,
Why did I say that?
let's go
The
to
show
that.
would stop.
Let's go to that one in Jersey.
Who
and
cares?
We'll go to that one in Jersey.
Where is it? Secaucus or Cherry Hill?
Cherry Hill, I think.
That's free.
We're not going to that one then.
Might not be Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill's way
Is it
the
in
fuck down
Secaucus?
there.
Parsippany.
Parsippany.
It's near
Parsippany.
Secaucus. It's not far.
Okay, we'll do that one with you.
All right.
Secaucus.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Parsippany? We're going on, what day is Dreyfus and Mickey Rourke there?
Saturday.
Let's go to Saturday.
We got
Shatner
Larry.
left out before an hour also. Before an hour was up. The thing went from like noon till 7, if you could actually hang around that long and in that atmosphere. And Shatner left before 1.
They had all the pictures that he took laid out on the table for people to pick them up. And Jess and me were looking at him. He didn't smile in not one picture.
No,
he just looked
he's
bored.
miserable.
There's one picture of a big, tall, fat guy in a Star Trek shirt next to William Shatner.
Oh, God,
and
no
Shatner
kidding.
couldn't have looked more miserable.
Why is he doing it then? He don't need the money.
He gets paid a lot for those
Fuck
things.
yeah, man.
man.
Let's say you do,
Yeah.
he couldn't do 1,000 an hour, but let's say you do like 100 and...
And then
Well,
he
I
gets
think
paid just for being there.
Yeah, I think they get paid the appearance fee, and then the company who pays him makes all the money for the photos.
Makes the money for the photo.
So he's got a huge appearance fee, I'm sure.
All right, let me say hi to Larry
It's
King.
amazing. Oh, and the black guy from the Warriors
Of course.
was there. Had to bring that up.
There's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
It's great.
Larry!
Hello.
Hi, Larry.
Larry.
I just wanted to let you know you're pronouncing it wrong. It's Lou Ferragamo.
We all remember.
All right. Lou Ferragamo.
Hi.
You played the Hulk. Dummy.
All right, so we go back to what, October?
Yeah.
Back to Jocktober. And it was Tommy Rumble. But I think Tommy, I'm getting info. Hold on. Poor Tommy. Erin in Virginia Beach.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey.
Good evening.
Hey, Jimmy, I saw you on Saturday. Great show.
Lucky you.
Dude, everyone is calling. We don't have
Thank
time
you.
to go to the phone calls, but just want to acknowledge it that everyone's saying that you just killed him.
Yeah.
Were you at the
Show on
early or the late
weekend.
show?
I was the 8 o'clock show on Saturday night.
The late show got stopped. I'm fucking killing. In a minute, by 30 minutes in, the lights all go on, the mic cuts, and you hear, the fucking smoke alarm went off in the building. Fuck. And the way it's controlled is the mics cut when the smoke alarm goes off. So the lights went on for 20 fucking minutes. This was like,
Oh, man.
totally stopped the show. I played with the crowd for about I guess, 5 minutes. Then Kenny came on stage. He goes, look, it's going to be like 10, 12 minutes because they have the fire departments to come. So I told the audience, like, look, once it's quieted down and everything, I'll come back up. So I've never had to do that in another show in 20 years.
How long were you on stage before it happened?
I was 30 minutes in. It was great. The crowd was amazing.
Just starting to rock.
It was fucking stopped the show. And then it finally, the noise finally stopped. Another 5 minutes. So it was probably about 17 minutes I was on
Did it
stage.
fuck up your flow?
No. The MC went back up for like 30 seconds or a minute. Said, all right, we'll get it. I went right back up for another 20, 25 minutes. Crowd was amazing. That's one of the best clubs I've done in years.
Wow. Funny Bone in
Virginia Beach. Funny Bone, yeah.
You'll be back. Cool.
So sorry, miss. Go.
Aaron, go.
That's okay. I'm glad I saw the Saturday show, the 8 o'clock show then.
Why?
Yeah,
I'd like to go to a show where something like that happens. Just seeing something very different.
Yeah, I wish someone had a tape of that because that was actually,
I'm
was
sure
different.
someone does.
I got a picture with you, too. Thanks for that.
I remember you.
Ooh.
Are you hot?
I put my picture on his Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Salty.
Hey, Sam's back in studio.
Thank God, I say.
Well, he was at Comic-Con, or Comic-Con. How do you say it?
Well, this was the Big Apple Con.
The Big Apple Con.
Big Apple Con.
But technically, it's Comic Con. Comic convention.
And you took Erock to help you with some celebrity interviews.
Throughout the week, Steve kept mentioning to bosses and stuff that Sam and Eric were going to Comic-Con, which I took umbrage with because I knew going into this thing that I would be going to do interviews and stuff, and Eric would just be distracted by the goodies the whole time.
By the goodies?
What kind
Does
of
he get all
goodies?
distracted?
What kind of horrible stuff did he get at this thing?
There's everything. You can get everything. This was a giant Comic-Con. And Eric kept getting distracted in the toy sections.
Can we get Erock in here, please?
I went with Jess.
Can we? How big's the door?
Jesus.
I went with Jess in the morning before Eric got there. And then apparently Jess had to go do something.
Ah.
And then Eric had to come in and fill in for her.
Oh, but you're not suggesting that
Apparently
you
she
spent
had
the
to-
rest of the afternoon with his fiancée.
Well, it's not my fiance, just long term.
What? I thought it was
Girlfriend. If you
I
do-
thought you guys were
If
getting
you
married.
do a little investigating, you could see exactly what she was doing Saturday night.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
She might be in one of my videos.
Really?
If you look closely.
Didn't realize she was a
Oh,
hockey
shit,
fan.
yo.
I know you're not, so I invited her.
Apparently she's more of a hockey fan than Comic-Con by day and Jersey All Pro Wrestling by night.
Yeah, I
The
would
fucking
say
listeners, man, they pick up on everything. Somebody picked up on the
Are you
fact
serious?
that she was in one of the videos really quickly.
I don't even know what she looks like.
No, I really don't know. Erock,
Hello.
you were distracted by the shiny toys?
Yeah.
How many times did I have to yell at you? Eric, we're going. Come on, Eric, we're here to work. We're here to work.
It was during the downtime when you weren't interviewing anybody. So I was like,
Yeah,
let me just
right.
look right here. Okay.
What toys did you see that you liked?
There was a lot of them.
Tell me one or two.
Tell me, which He-Man character were you looking for?
I bought Skeletor.
No. Who's the less known character that you were looking for?
Holy
Oh, yeah. Moss Man.
Will you shut up?
What is fucking Moss Man?
It's part of the Masters of the Universe.
Wait, that's distracted.
That
We'll get
is
back-
amazing that people were able to figure that out.
There's your.
There's like 4 pictures of her
There's your
online.
girl.
How do they know what she looks like?
There's
the
a
fuck
girl
is
in
she?
one of my videos.
That's her right
Oh, wow.
there.
Why was she with you at a hockey game?
She didn't want to go to wrestling after Comic-Con, so she left Comic-Con early and said she's going to the mall in Long Island and an Islanders game, which she's never watched a hockey game in 15 years.
But how is she? Was it coincidentally enough that she's right next to
Yes.
Opie?
Coincidentally, she was sitting next to him and went to the mall with him. Yes, coincidentally.
Wow.
And he drove her, coincidentally.
Wait,
Well, that
where
is
was
some
your wife? Was
fucked
she
up
there?
shit.
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got one of those things going on, apparently.
Wow.
Didn't know how this, at one point it was, 2 pairs. Then all of a sudden it's just,
Damn.
I know you.
the fearsome
I know you
threesome.
don't like sports, so I saved you the trouble.
Oh, great. Yeah,
You
I
and
was just-
Erock hate sports.
I was doing work for actually this show that you're the host of while you decided to hit up the mall in the Islanders game with my lady.
Wow. I thought you were kidding until I saw the video.
No.
And how did people feel? Oh, look at where poor
How do you
Sam
get
is.
how do you get a picture of old Opie?
No, that's
Oh God.
that's
I'm
Lex
gonna look.
Luger, the total package.
Oh, that's exactly how I'm
the
gonna
total
look.
package.
Yes. We were talking sports, and Erock came in this morning and goes, "Oh, sports, great," and then walked out. You don't like sports at all?
I like hockey now and then, but that's about it.
No, Angela.
Well, she got me into it.
Your
but
girl
if it
loves
wasn't for that,
hockey.
I'd not be into any
She's a
sports.
big hockey fan. She loves those
Eric
Devils.
used to be a Mets fan, and that went away. So.
Went away.
Was she happy you got Moss Man? Was she psyched?
Oh, yeah, get back to that, because we were looking at the video. We were distracted. So what happened?
Yeah, he was.
He bought the toy Moss Man? What's
saying,
Moss Man?
Come on, Eric. We're here to work. Let's do some interviews. And he was never behind me because he was at the toy area, the toy booths, buying Moss Man.
How big was the Moss Man you bought?
He's
Small. How much?
about 4 inches. Oh, $10
Where are you going to put it?
with the rest of my collection.
Which is where?
Collection.
I know where it should be. In the big green storage thing behind the apartment complex.
You get just shitty toys all over your apartment?
Shitty toys.
That's true. Yes,
Not
you do.
shitty toys.
Of course they are.
Jesus.
Well, most of them are in storage, but they're the ones that I have aren't shitty.
You're a hoarder.
There's stuff I had from when I was a kid. I just never
What's
got
your
rid of.
prized possession? And
Yeah,
then we'll
what's
decide if it's shitty or not.
what's the bestest
I'll give you a
thing you
chance.
have?
What's the one thing you can't lose?
Wait.
Or get rid of?
He knew that was coming. It's gonna hurt.
That's the formula. It worked.
That's the formula. It works.
right.
What's the one thing? If you lost this or
It's not really a toy. It's a big hand autograph thing from Matt Groening from The Simpsons.
He was upset.
that's pretty cool.
He was upset because he
How could
went
we
to.
beat him up on that one.
Well,
Easily.
he went to one of the toy booths, and he was upset because the Ned Flanders action figure that he wanted was
Oh,
too
yeah.
expensive.
How much was it?
They wanted $25, but it's all bent up and everything. I wasn't going to pay for that.
Where do you put these things? All over your bedroom and stuff?
No, the Simpson.
They're in the
Simpson
bathtub with him.
No, the Simpson stuff is hanging on a wall
Okay.
in one of the rooms of my apartment.
How many
The
rooms do you have?
Simpsons stuff is cool.
I have 4 rooms.
Big Kev's on the line. How do we get to Big Kev? Big Kev, what's up, buddy?
I heard something about shitty toys all over an apartment.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Figured he better call.
Hi, Big Kev.
I thought maybe you were talking about me.
I just don't understand that culture, to be honest with you. I mean,
I know you don't.
I know it's
That's fine.
huge. I know these things do very well, but I just can't be bothered. Just like Erock can't be bothered with sports, even though he was at the Yankee game over the weekend.
That
can't
wasn't.
understand
I was
being
offered a
Mets or
ticket to go.
Islanders fan.
Huh?
I can't understand being a Mets or an Islanders fan.
At this point, Kev, I can't understand it myself.
So there we go.
Yeah, I know. I respect. I respect it in somewhat.
Did Ant talk about him holding some very expensive comic books while he was there?
Oh my goodness!
What'd you hold?
Did I hold some expensive fucking comic book? We went to a comic book little booth there, and wow, these guys are back there with suits on and everything. Everybody
Very
else is-
exclusive dealer.
Yes. And what was some of the amazing comics that I was shown?
I gave Anthony a Detective Comics number 27, which is the first appearance of Batman.
First appearance of Batman.
So?
This well,
No, can I have to say, I'm not even trying to make jokes. So
yeah. So until you ask
you get
the
the
price.
Yeah.
What
How
kind of
much
condition?
would you assume? All right. How much would you assume that would go for?
well, with
It
inflation,
was 10 cents when it
All
was
right, with
bought.
inflation, $5.75.
Okay,
$5.75.
okay.
Let me
Hold
guess.
on. Jimmy's going to guess it.
I have a question. What kind of condition was it in?
It was a 4.5, Jimmy.
That's mint?
Jimmy knows this stuff.
4.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I don't know points. I know mint, near mint. So it's like what? Good? Is that considered good?
That's the
yeah,
cover.
slightly above, but yeah. And it was a restored copy,
Which means what?
which means that professional people had done some restoration work on mostly the cover and perhaps a few pages on the inside.
Oh, okay. So it's doctored.
Doctored, well, we prefer restored.
I would say,
Restored.
to play conservative, $4,827,000.
It might as well have been.
No, I'm going to guess. Say 15,000.
Okay, it was 45,000.
$45,000.
Wow.
For
Yeah.
what?
What?
Like, what do you do with it?
Well, I put it in my den.
Yeah, you could do that.
What was it
I
in?
did
What-
not buy it.
What were they? Kev, what was it being
I
stored
would
in?
put it in one of my bedrooms.
Yeah, put it
So
in
you
the
have something
shitter.
to read while
Put it
you're
on the
taking a
shitter.
Jimmy, what'd you say?
What was it being stored in? Not just a plastic fucking bag.
No, it's in it's what we refer to as a comic coffin. It's a plastic case that is not intended to be opened. It can be opened, but it's not intended to be open.
It's hard plastic.
Right.
And if you shake it around, will the magazine shake, or is it?
Absolutely not.
Wait, so you can't even read it?
No, it's not for reading.
Opie,
You know what
at this point, Opie, there have been so many reprints of that story. You could easily find one in a place that is a
But if I'm spending $45,000, I want to read that copy.
I mean, you could, like I said, you could open it, you could leaf through it, but you run the risk of your $45,000 comic becoming $38,000.
Would it make you really nervous if I was eating it while I was having salsa and chips and drinking coffee?
If it was mine, it wouldn't be anywhere near.
You just lose your mind
eating over it. You're just like eat chips and salsa. You're flipping pages. Oops.
You flip a page too fast, it rips. You're like, oops.
A little, shit. Well, what are you going to do?
Ant also had a Superman #1 in his hand.
Wow.
Yes. What is
I'm going to
that?
guess, let me guess on that one. Now, what kind of condition?
That was a little bit better, Jimmy.
Like a 6?
Probably more like a 5.5, maybe a 6.
Can I guess $60,000?
Yes, but you'd be wrong. It was only $43,000.
Yes, $43,000.
That more expensive, huh?
$43,000.
Well, it was obvious it was going to be about the same price if it's the first time Superman appeared in first
Quite
time.
Amazing.
No, sir. It's the first issue of Superman in his own magazine. Superman originally appeared in Action Comics.
Yes.
See,
That would have been
proving I'm
even
not a
more
geek.
expensive.
How much is that one?
It would depend on condition, Jimmy, and I would say your guess of 60 would probably go for one that was about a 3 or a 4.
Now, Kev, what's the most valuable thing you own?
The most valuable thing I own? I don't know.
What's the most
What do you mean
expensive
you don't know?
comic?
I don't know.
How about give us one thing that, if there was a fire, you'd run in and make sure you grab it.
If there was a fire, I'd burn up in
Whatever
the
was
house.
burning on the stove. Get it?
What?
It said if there was a fire in my house, I'd probably die trying to put it out.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
I have a lot of
Making fun of your
original
own
art,
slowness.
Opie.
Yeah.
And that is, to me, that is what is the most expensive.
Now, the R2-D2 that was there was amazing.
Incredible.
On it.
The little kid on it dressed as a little Jedi.
Yeah.
And he was riding it.
Tiny little dork.
It was it was a real size, It was like it was from the movie. It was better than the prop they used in the movie.
It was better than all of them they've used for the movies. Yeah.
Quite amazing. All radio controlled.
Were you impressed by anything there?
I was
over
impressed
the
by
weekend?
that.
Yeah.
I was impressed by that. I was impressed by the fact that William Shatner was gone in less than an hour.
And I saw him on Sunday.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Is he miserable?
He was there for slightly less than an hour on
Was he
Sunday.
totally miserable with his $80 pictures?
Yeah, it was. There wasn't a lot of people online, which is very surprising.
Really?
Yeah. Well, at $80 a clip.
He's not the most expensive, and you think he would be.
Who would be?
Mark Hamill
Really?
at $150 a pop. Last I heard.
Wow, that's stupid.
I know.
Luke
People
Skywalker.
pay it.
Who cares he's Luke Skywalker? Captain fucking Kirk.
So you get a picture with that, too, or is that extra?
No, you get a picture with that.
Oh, okay. All right, Kev, we got to get to these interviews.
Okay, I ask one more
Yes.
question for Kev. What's the most expensive comic, Kev? Is it Action #1?
I would say, on a guess, I would say probably yeah.
And how much is a mint condition of that?
I have never. I don't think there's a known mint copy of that book in existence.
Somewhere.
What's the most expensive copy? About 90?
Somewhere in one of these apartments with a dead person.
Jimmy, I've heard of one as high as a 7.5, and it went for I know it was over 100,000, but I don't remember how much.
Oh, okay. Wow.
For a goddamn comic book.
I think I got one of those in my attic.
It's insane.
Yeah, I'll go find it. I'll give it to you guys. What the hell?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Not you,
enjoy
Sam.
the. I was by Sam when he did some of those interviews. They're very funny.
Oh, good.
Thank
I can't
you, Big
wait.
Kev.
Thanks, Big
Okay,
Kev.
Take care, guys.
Good talking to you. It's been a while.
Bye.
All right, there goes Big Kev.
Yeah, so Big Kev there
Yeah.
at the comic, the Big Apple Comic Convention, whatever you want to call it.
Everyone knows that idiot at those places.
Oh, my God. I was walking around there like, I couldn't believe it.
My apartment was infested with those things. They're
Ew.
called
Silverfish.
Yeah, I've had them too.
Silverfish.
Oh,
Ugh, they're fucking
good eating, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My cat likes them.
Silverfish
Really?
suck.
When I lived with
Don't call
Florentine
Jess
in
that.
Jersey, it would rain and they would come up from the basement. We lived on the second floor, and I'd have 3 or 4 of those on my bedroom wall at a time.
Where were you, on Paper Street? Come on. No?
Where's that?
Oh, you didn't see
I
Fight
did
Club?
see it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh yeah, he was beating himself up.
The basement was flooded,
You didn't like Fight Club?
I liked it.
I loved it.
I didn't love it.
Book's better.
No, the movie's great.
Book's better.
Movie's great.
Book's better.
Movie's great. Infinity.
Book's better.
Movie's great.
Book's
Infinity.
better.
I said Infinity.
Don't fight.
+1. Book's better. Fuck.
Guys, don't fight.
What's the haps at the Big Apple Comic Con?
Yeah.
Where Erock did not help you at all because he was looking at all the toys.
No, Jess was a huge help, and then Erock came and slowed the process down entirely.
Erock's just a big, sweet kid.
He is.
He's want
Erock
to pinch
is
his cheek.
retarded. He's like a retard at those places. He looks
That's correct.
at shiny things.
He was
Ooh.
I forgot to tell you, he was very upset that he found the Transformers toy that he had been searching for in the box. It was shiny and came with, I think, 2 cassette tapes.
Wow.
But 4 cassette tapes, but it cost $100, and little Erock had ran out of pocket money by the time we got there.
Erock. He ran out of pocket money. Pocket money?
Fucking Erock.
Erock ran out of pocket money because he got pictures with too many of his favorite celebrities.
Oh, does that make me happy?
Who did you get pictures with?
That makes me so happy.
I got photos with the Duke boys.
Yeah.
Tom
Yes.
Wolfhat and
Oh.
Barry Snyder.
Bo and Luke Duke were there.
But they wouldn't let you take them together.
Of course
assholes,
not.
why?
Would they?
Well,
Because you got to pay for each one separately.
You
pay
had to
them both
go.
together.
You had to go to a certain time and pay a certain company to get the combo
They
pick.
could go fuck
If you went straight to their
Enough.
booth, you couldn't.
How much is the
Enough
combo
already.
Yes, Daniel?
It was like $85 just to get both of them in a photo together, and you don't get to take the photo. They just print it out, and you don't get a digital copy or anything.
Combo people are the worst. It is the biggest ripoff on the face of the earth.
Why?
I went to Monster Mania a few years back when they were doing the big. I can't believe you guys didn't talk about this on the show because they did the big They Live reunion.
Oh, wow. You're kidding me. Rowdy Roddy?
Yeah,
And fucking
the black guy.
the black guy from Platoon?
Well, anyway, so you buy your 8x10, let's say with Roddy Piper first. So it's $20 for the 8x10, $20 for the autograph. So now you bring that 8x10 over to black guy from They Live. Now you figure, all right, well, he's just going to charge me $20 for the autograph.
Yeah.
No, he charges you another $20 because you brought your own item for him to
Oh,
sign.
yeah, they do that,
Oh,
too.
fuck yourselves.
And they also, like, if you do a
man.
combo picture with 2
Enough
people,
already.
you got to
Right.
pay. It's 1 picture.
I understand.
But you still have to pay for 2.
Dude, I understand to a point, like, these guys want to make a little money and they're not doing that well, but that's just fucking ripping off your own fans.
It used to be
It's disgusting.
It used to be. Look, you appreciated an actor or sports star, whatever the fuck he is, for his work. You were a fan of his work, and in exchange for that loyalty, he or she would give you an autograph or a picture.
Right.
It was a little trade-off for your loyalty and fandom, and it's turned into this thing where now they charge outlandish prices
Trying to make a
for these
buck.
fucking autographs that you're not going to be able to sell for more money. Sorry. It just ain't going to happen.
You gotta it's like you gotta go to a place where it's like you get ripped off. I mean, there's gotta be like better companies that have like celebrities come in
Can't think of one.
and get the picture taken.
I can't think of a company like
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm saying that. I mean,
that. I don't really know. If
where
they-
you get the best celebrities.
I don't know.
Oh, really? I wonder who
Would it be
have
an
that.
emporium? I don't know.
I
You know,
don't
it's
know
funny
where
you
that
should
is.
ask that, Ove.
It is an
Really? I
emporium.
wonder.
Yes.
What kind of emporium?
Ted's famous people photograph emporium.
Oh.
You name them, I can get them.
Yeah, Ted.
Yes.
Like who?
Who do you want?
All right.
I have Trevor Burbick.
Trevor Burbick.
Trevor Burbank.
Wow. What about Babe Ruth? That's a biggie.
He's dead, Gregory. It's only living people who will come in and you can take photographs with them.
All right, let's say I want
Combinations, whoever you need.
I want an A-list star. I want Tom Cruise.
He's not available.
Why is he available?
He's busy shooting a movie.
Well, but that's just it. You being the company, you're supposed to find out
No, we
when.
don't. But from Jerry Maguire, we have the lady who played one of the secretaries of the opening scene. when he's walking through saying hello, she was hello number 4.
That isn't even off track of what these fucking conventions are, by the way.
Krumplimpkin.
That isn't-
Helen Krumplimpkin.
Dude, that's exactly what these things are. I
know, you're not even
90% of the people there are like, person number 8.
Right.
Yes, she'll wave at a picture of Tom Cruise like she did in the movie. That picture is $722. Shipping costs.
Who are some of the celebrities that had no line?
Well, Brandy Roderick, Brandy Roderick. I think that's her name from The
Who's that?
Celebrity Apprentice.
She was the hot blonde, right? From
Yeah.
Playboy? No one was online to get her autograph?
I was there for like 4 hours back and forth, and I never saw it.
Oh, my God. How embarrassing.
Mickey Dolenz had a surprisingly short line because he's
Mickey
usually...
Dolenz, there was no one
most
there.
of his fans are dead by now.
He had a whole fucking bunch of like monkeys drum heads up there that were signed and drumsticks
The
and
problem with Mickey Dolenz, and a lot of those guys fall into this problem, he used to have a long line, but he's at every convention on the East Coast.
So no one gives a flying fuck.
Everybody's already got Mickey Dolenz.
They got it.
They have already.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
Who else?
Virgil had no line.
Virgil was there again?
Wrestling superstar.
Yeah.
Is this the latest Virgil?
Yes.
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and Virgil.
And even, well, no, Ted DiBiase did not show up.
Yeah, they advertised he was coming, but he was never booked to be there.
And he's got one banner that just says...
Yes. If it sounds like Erock's pissed off, it's because he had his $1 million championship belt ready to get signed by Ted DiBiase.
Oh, the
there?
$1 Million Man signing the $1 Million belt.
I
Jesus
didn't bring
Christ,
it there.
did
He
you get
wasn't going to
robbed?
be there.
He was going to bring it there.
I was going to.
He had it in the office.
I didn't know Black Earl was Virgil.
No, that's Virgil. It's a different
Oh,
guy.
I know.
Look
Look at
at
him
pictures
all
of
alone
empty
again.
lines.
No,
I love empty
All
line
alone
pictures.
again.
It's the only one Erock took.
You know who else had nobody in front of him?
Who?
Fucking the kid from Terminator there.
Eddie Furlong?
Yeah.
He had that long line, though.
Did he?
Yeah, it was
when
you
I
mean the
walked
kid
past
from
there?
Pet Cemetery, too?
That kid.
Had a bit of a drop
when I
off,
walked
didn't he?
by, there was no one online.
Really?
Yeah, you sure it wasn't for Linda Hamilton? She was right next to him.
I thought it was the line was for both of them. I don't know. Maybe
Double? You're saying a double?
maybe a combo
Shut up.
type
No
deal.
combo shot. Stop it.
I just want to jump in here. Dave from Hate Speech Radio. Just as an example of people who care about their fans, Brie Olson signed an autograph for me for $5, and I got to feel her tits.
Wow. There you go.
She's a good girl.
Eric started flipping the hell out because we passed some Battlestar Galactica cast members.
No way. Previous or new
The new
Battlestar?
ones.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there were two.
Because I saw
There were Boomer from the old series.
Boomer.
Never saw the old series,
Yeah,
but-
from the old Battlestar Galactica. And what's her name there was also there from Buck Rogers. And the guy from Buck Rogers.
Aaron Gray.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that played Buck Rogers in Buck Rogers?
I don't know his name, but
John
he was there.
Wayne.
No. Hold on. It'll probably pop up here. Gil Gerard. Thank you.
Oh, Gil Gerard,
Thank you.
sure.
Gil Gerard was sitting there, no line,
Yep.
looking like Gil Gerard's great-grandfather. And he was shoving food in his mouth out of this little styrofoam thing.
You don't
Just-
want to see these guys like that.
And I looked just going like, oh.
Is that him sweating?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Gil Gerard. That's
Where
Buck
are these
Rogers.
pictures?
They're all over. I mean, there's the one Virgil picture is on Erock's Twitter, but other than that, it's just a Google
Yeah, this was
image.
just Google image, yeah.
All right, just Google it.
Good.
Yeah, Tom Wopat, when I went, had no lines. He was just surfing on his laptop.
How embarrassing. That's humiliating.
Because the line was all next to John Schneider.
It's John
Ernie
Schneider.
Hudson.
Because John Schneider's got like fucking Smallville people and shit like that. And then what does Tom Wopat have? Oh, I did the revival of fucking some shitty show on Broadway.
He's got a lot of things going on. He's in a jazz trio now.
Oh, stop it, Sam.
Ernie Hudson didn't have any line when I passed him.
Well, I saw him going to the concession stand with his "Who You Gonna Call,"
He was wearing-
and on the back it said Ghostbusters
Oh,
on
I
it.
was
And then when
wondering.
he got behind the counter, he would put back on his jumpsuit and smile and shuck and jive a little bit.
You know what I'd like to do to Ernie Hudson? I'd like to just drop honey jars in front of his feet. And have him throw bees on me.
Zuma.
I'm gonna hurt you, Red.
The Batmobile and the, what's it called, the DeLorean,
Yes.
both had longer lines than any of the people we mentioned.
And I was
The
upset with
cars.
the DeLorean because you don't fucking pimp out the DeLorean by putting television screens in the grill,
In the license
and in the
plates.
fucking license plates, and in the doors like that. Just stop it. The flux capacitor looked good. It was fluxing. The equipment looked good on it. But why would they ruin it by putting television screens?
Eric also, he turned to me while we were walking at one point. He turned around and said,
I'm tired.
"You know,
My legs hurt.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
That's shiny. I want it, but I have no pocket money.
I've run out of pocket money, but I'd really like my Transformers toy.
How do you run out of pocket money?
I love its pocket money.
He's run out of pocket. No,
Why wouldn't you bring more pocket money?
Did he ask to borrow
I had a
6
lot.
pence?
yeah, no. He brought a lot of pocket money, but so many of his favorite stars and so many goodies were there. He didn't know how to ration it properly.
But
He didn't have any control.
spending willy-nilly
I
instead of
couldn't-
trying to figure it out.
I couldn't spend $3 there if I was told to.
I could go through a lot of
If
money.
I was told
fucking
to,
no.
I couldn't spend $3.
I
there.
spent $20.
Listen,
Why?
I took a photo with Bruno Sammartino.
Bruno was there?
Yes.
I would like to see Bruno. Now you got me a little bit.
I
Yes.
just-
He's
I
old
think
school.
But
He hates Vince McMahon and everybody,
he hates
doesn't he?
him. He won't even get into. He won't accept nomination into the WWE
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Why does he hate him?
He doesn't like what Vince. He doesn't. I don't know. They
starting to
left
think-
on terrible terms.
I'm starting to think his own son doesn't like Vince
David.
McMahon.
Dave, I doubt he does.
No, but Shane quit, right?
Shane.
What's that about?
He retired.
Shane McMahon resigned from the WWE.
Really? He's younger than us. What is he doing
He
retiring?
said, being 40 years old, he has decided that he wants
older.
to pursue other things. He's thanked everybody. He's had a great time.
had
He said it's time now to move on.
Yeah, really? Time to give up the $1 million job he had?
Maybe he's
I
going to
think
help
he's
his
had
mom.
it with dear old dad.
Probably sick of just doing that. His whole life has been about men in tights.
Yeah, but he's
hey, is the Wrangler gonna beat up on the Toadstooler? Hey, how about the jogger hits the hat mongler with the chair? Shut up!
That's
His
all
whole
necessary.
fucking life has been that nonsense.
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
all.
but he's in line to take over this $1 billion company.
He's
That's
40
true.
years old,
You know?
and his
Well-
father's like, get in there and take some bumps.
I mean, he probably left at the right time because it looks more like Triple H and Stephanie will be taking over the reins of that.
He got forced out.
I think he got pushed out.
I was smart. I'm smart. He's sitting in the chair. Got passed over. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Well, actually, who's that old wrestler? Old Bumpy Tits McGillicuddy?
I should have pointed it out.
I love that wrestler.
Yeah.
Bumpy Tits McGillicuddy.
Hey,
Eric. Oh, go ahead.
we're going to get into the interviews, but I don't want to miss this. Tommy has breaking news.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the guy who got fucked to death by the horse?
Oh, wait, hold on.
forget?
Kenneth Pinion.
I don't remember his name, but obviously someone was videotaping that, right?
Yes.
Well, the guy who filmed the
Lucky
guy,
devil.
the guy who filmed the guy who got fucked to death by the horse in Seattle, got arrested for anyone?
Not rewinding a movie?
Bestiality photographs.
He got arrested for
Fucking a horse.
fucking a horse.
Fucking or being fucked by?
He learned his lesson. He's going to be doing the fucking.
2 men face animal cruelty charges after investigators believe one of them spent months consistently engaging in sex acts with a horse. According to blah blah blah, the Herald.
The horse picked him out of a lineup at whinnied.
58-year-old. They arrested 58-year-old James Michael Tate. With 3 counts of animal cruelty. Another
Wait, hold
friend
on. What is 3 counts? Do they watch him fuck the horse twice, then nab him the third time? Or did the horse stomp 3 times?
I was
They
going
knew
to
that's
say,
how many times he
how many
fucked
times
it.
did he fuck you? And he just stomps 3 times.
Probably anal
You know the stupid
and
horse
vaginal
just.
and well, you
Yeah, but
wouldn't
the
get a
horse
blowjob
didn't even
from a horse.
notice. He's probably just sitting there
No,
eating
horse
his
don't
oats.
care.
Doesn't give a shit.
Wait, the man dick? Horse laughs at that. You see a horse log? Horse shits are like little barrels, like Donkey Kong barrels. You can take a guy dick all day. Horse probably thinks there's a gnat hiding in his asshole. He swats at old Jimmy Tate's wiener. It's not cruelty.
It's not cruelty if you can't feel it, right?
It's animal silliness. It should be. Animal antics.
They really should have a law in the books.
Yeah,
Animal silliness.
Tom animal foolery.
So that fucking guy.
Animal silliness.
Animal silliness. I like that.
Horse shits are like big solid fucking. They're like fucking Brock Lesnar hands.
Softballs.
Yeah,
Falling out of a horse's ass. What's your dick to go? It's not going to do anything.
Nothing. Imagine pulling your dick out and it smells like horse shit. Probably nice. Probably smell like Central Park.
In the fall. Can we get some interviews done or what?
Yeah, I was just going to say that Eric, the final Eric story is that he turned around to me and he said, man, you know, I've never seen them, but after everything that's going on here, I might have to start getting into these Twilight movies.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you did. You said you were going to get into the Twilight movie.
Not what I said.
No, the one that chicks are all into?
I started screaming at him and asking if he was a 17-year-old woman. He was a little girl.
No. See, what it was is there were so many people dressed up like that. I asked you, I'm like, should I watch these movies? And
No,
then you said,
I
what are you, a
think
17-year-old
You said,
girl?
I think I'm going to start getting into these Twilight movies.
Yeah?
Twilight. That's what you said. You want to watch Twilight.
Aw, sweet.
You know what the steampunks are? Steampunk wear? Okay.
What is it?
I don't know. It's some fucking like Victorian wear that these like Suicide Girl looking chicks will wear, like Victorian dress wear and stuff, but then with like gadgetry. Like fucking like oldie style, new style stuff, like futuristic from the past stuff.
You should get into that, Eric.
Yeah, Eric, you should do that.
Can you dress up as one of the characters from
And they
Twilight?
wear like top hats. They wear like top hats. They dress like Van Helsing.
Yeah.
And have like gadgetry.
Ooh.
That's a little weird.
Would you
No,
wear
it's
a
a
top
lot
hat?
fucking weird.
Yeah, would
See,
you?
look at that. See, there's a steam thing on the side of your head with things. I found all that out yesterday,
It's
by
very
the way.
strange.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to a couple of these interviews. They're sitting here.
Erock,
Kev said they're really good, too.
He didn't ration his money properly.
He didn't ration his pocket money properly.
His pockets money.
Pocket.
Sam talks to
money.
the Iron Sheik, who was on our show, and then the next
Iron
day he's at this
Sheik.
Comic-Con, and
Yeah.
Sam runs into him and talks to the Iron Sheik about humbling people at the con.
All right, we're at the Big Apple Con with the Iron Sheik. What's the hap, Sheik?
Oh, so far everything good. I'm with Nicola here, and we have a great time and pleasure to be in the Big Apple.
Last time you were on the Opie and Anthony show, you mentioned a lot of people that you wanted to humble, fuck in the ass. Have you been doing any humbling here today?
Well, I don't humble anybody here because it's, I mean, you know, a lot of people see, but I'd like to humble that jabroni Brian Blair again if he was here, only him.
A lot of the people who come to Comic-Con are dressed very strangely. They wear costumes and things. What's your feeling on that?
Well, like I said, this is like carnival. People want to see from midget to the giant, A to the Z, and it's a great show.
That's right. All right, well, Iron Sheik, I hope you have a great day, and thank you very much.
Oh, a pleasure again, and I want to say hello to all my #1 radio station, Howard Stern, 101 News, and also Killer Comedian, and WWE or WWF, my all wrestling fans. God bless you guys, and have a good day.
What the
Wait.
Give him a second. Give him a second.
Put him back on the fucking map.
Give him a second.
Howard fucking took Iron Sheik after we put him back on the fucking map. Let that be known to everybody
That's
out there.
100% true, but you didn't
What
let him
the
finish.
Fuck.
He sounded like he was finished there to me.
No, he wasn't finished.
Yeah, really? I'll back
Oh.
up. I'll back up.
Yeah, that sounded finished. He wants to thank
Comedian,
Howard.
and WWE or WWF, my all wrestling fans. God bless you guys, and have a good day.
That's how it ends.
Have
All
a
right,
good
well,
day.
Maybe there was some type of bad burn or something,
Gee.
because I'm sure that
Have a
that's
good-
not how the
Thanks a
track.
lot.
There's never
Fucking
anything after have a
Sheik.
good day.
Well, I'm sure that the track is longer than what you
Thanks
played.
a lot, piss your pants, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's... We had Iron Sheik on fucking shit.
Yeah.
Erock would know.
He
8
doesn't
years
know.
ago?
He doesn't
And WWE or WWF, my all wrestling fans. God bless you guys, and have a good day.
And Opie and Anthony, too?
Absolutely, Opie and Anthony,
You
my
had to tell
person,
him.
both of them. Opie and Anthony,
Opie and-
#1 radio station. Have a good day.
See, we're the #1 radio station.
There you go.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna kick him
but
in
he
the
just
balls
said
next
that
time he's
Howard
here.
was.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh,
That's the thing.
okay.
That's right. It's okay. He has
Now
no
it makes
idea what he's
sense.
saying.
He may have tipped a few back.
Yes.
Want to start watching Twilight? Need more pocket money for better toys. Piss my pants.
What?
Want to buy Boba Fett doll?
But it costed too much at 25 and it was twisted up.
Well, Sam talks to Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah, because remember when Iron
remember
Sheik,
him.
Iron Sheik was on the show, and he said that he and Nikolai would humble Hulk Hogan and Brian Blair.
Yes.
So I said, I got to talk to Nikolai and see if he's doing any of this humbling
See
stuff.
if he's in on this.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're here with Nikolai Volkov. Nikolai, what's the haps?
Everything's okay. We're doing really good here. It's always nice to be in New York. In New York is, you can say, like one of the biggest metropolitan whole United States. New York is a big apple. Madison Square Garden. I have lots of good memories. And I'm here with my old partner, Iron Sheik. And we were great. Everything's beautiful.
Yesterday,
like the
Iron
Sheik.
Sheik did say that you and him combined would humble Hulk Hogan and B. Brian Blair. But he also said he would fuck their asses. Was that something that you would be involved in too?
No, I don't do that. I just kick him. I just kick him in the ass.
Okay.
Because they are not good. They are not good. Either one, they're both assholes. And if we come to the ring, I kick him ass anytime.
But you'd leave the fucking to the Sheik.
Exactly.
All right, thanks a lot. You can hear the Iron Sheik in the
Iron Sheik
background.
lost his mind there. What
Yelling,
happened?
yeah, fuck them, Nikolai. Fucking Iron Sheik. What the hell?
Yeah, and then I saw him get wheelchaired to the bathroom, which was a little.
Yeah, we're getting
you
to
know,
that point there.
Oh, poor guy.
We got that coming up. Sam talks to Tom Wopat.
Yes, big celebrity interview.
Was this your biggest interview of the day?
This is my second biggest. My first biggest was a celebrity I just happened to encounter while walking. He's got his own radio show.
Really?
Wow.
Howard? Was Howard there?
I can't say who it was yet.
to,
but Tom Wopat luckily had no line because I didn't have any interviews set up. I just went up to celebrities with no lines and asked if I could talk to them.
And of course they said yes.
Well, most of them actually said no, including Lou Ferrigno and Ernie Hudson and
Lou
Virgil.
Ferrigno.
And
Everyone said Lou was a prick.
he was a dickhead.
They
Was
said
he really?
Well, he wouldn't talk to me.
he wouldn't even talk to you?
I mean, he said
Maybe
no.
he didn't
no.
hear you.
I was talking. It's not like he didn't hear a word I was saying, the motherfucker.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Deaf, dude.
Oh, literal Jim.
Hey, wait, did he have a line?
No.
Good.
No.
Yeah, good for fuck him.
He's another one. He's at every single convention you'll
But he
ever
won't
go
talk to you?
But he won't do an interview. He's got 0 people waiting to talk to him, and he won't talk to me.
fucking idiot. All right, Tom Wopat said yes though.
Yeah, he did. He was a good.
And
guy.
he does his best here to say not to say anything negative about anything.
Yes. Nothing. All right, so we're here with Tom Wopat at Comic-Con, or Big Apple Con. Tom, what's the haps?
Well, you know, just hanging out. Schneider's not here right this second, but he's been over here next to me. That's always fun.
So it's the original Dukes of Hazzard
Can you pause that
reunion.
for 1 second?
Are you?
Follow-up question. What's fun about it?
Why is that so fun?
Give me a half a reason that's fun.
God, this is gonna suck for these guys.
He just doesn't want to burn one bridge,
No,
does he?
nothing negative about anyone, anything, any concept, any belief.
That's
Nothing.
always fun. Sitting down, having like 1 or 2 people dribble past me so I could sign something because I was famous 40 years ago.
I'm playing with my laptop, trying not to make eye contact with the people who walk by my booth.
Yeah.
How humiliating.
That's not what they're doing. All I was thinking was how humiliating this is for 90% of the people that were there.
You're like a line cuckold.
Yeah.
Just watching other men with bigger lines.
It's like, oh, God, look. Oh,
'Cause
that
you're
guy.
basically-
Don't look. I don't want to look.
You're sitting there and saying, would you like to pay money to meet me? And everybody walking past you is saying, no,
No,
thank
you're
you,
not
I would
worth
not
it.
want to.
Yes, that's
You're
not an
worth
engaging proposition at all.
No.
And they have to put their names up and what they're from.
Yeah,
Like,
and pictures of them from 30 years ago.
From 30 years ago, there's pictures of them, and it's like, oh, I remember. Oh, yeah.
And they all say, oh, yeah, I've moved on from that. But that's like they're
But
signing pictures from that.
All they're
Yeah.
signing are pictures from like Battlestar Galactica and.
Did we try to talk to Lou Ferrigno on the phone?
Yes, at the New Mardi Gras. But he had a problem with his phone. It was hooked to his ear.
Yeah. We were on a balcony drunk with more noise than we could deal with.
They book an interview with Lou Ferrigno while we're in the middle of fucking Mardi Gras. That makes sense. We can't hear him. Well, of course.
Yes.
You know.
Can't either.
Exactly. With him, you got to get him in a library and scream into a megaphone. Old fucking Jesus. Old jelly bean ears. He might as well. You know, he might as well just have a fucking a bushel of jelly beans hanging off the side of his head, for as well as those ears pick up sound. Just a bushel of jelly beans. At least he can't hear, but his ears are delicious.
I like your Quiet Place reference.
For the library.
Yeah, so you have to talk to him there.
So Tom Wopat just doesn't want to be
Yeah,
negative.
let's get into this.
So it's the original Dukes of Hazzard reunion. Are you happy to see your former co-star again?
Oh, sure. It's always a pleasure. We actually did a thing down in Kentucky like about 3 weeks ago. Actually, I'm going to blow pretty quick. I got a gig. I'm playing a couple of concerts out on Long Island
Pause
tonight.
real quick. I have a question.
Lot of times.
Follow-up question. After we did a thing in Kentucky.
What was the thing?
Your follow-up question. A, what was the thing? And B, that's interesting. How?
A thing in Kentucky. You know that couldn't have been too good. And all these guys are just hoping to make it again.
You don't think the convention circuit in Kentucky is...
And he's got a couple, concerts
and he's
on
got
Long
gigs
Island?
out on Long Island?
Well,
Where's he playing?
I wasn't going to ask him about
Where's
it.
he playing?
I don't
Why? Then we could openly laugh at him.
Because the person who was before me, there's one autograph before me, so he's like, hang on, let me just sign this. I was like, okay.
Oh, you're trying to look like a big shot in front of
course.
him. Hold on, I'm busy.
So he charges like 25 or 30 bucks for a signed 8x10 and says, here, I'll give you a CD for free. Signs the CD, and then he writes down the dates that he's appearing under his autograph on the CD.
That's
like,
a good
I'll be in this
fucking-
club.
Wow.
Exactly. That's 9 extra people.
Maybe he's trying to pick you up, Sam.
No, he wasn't signing it for me.
Yeah, he's probably trying to pick you up.
Tom
I mean, I
Wolpat.
was there with just Erock. Fortunately, my girlfriend had other plans.
Can we find
he's
out what
playing
he
at
did
the
in
Tillis
Kentucky?
Center for the Performing Arts, where I saw Joe with 2U.
Okay.
They played there. And now you can see Tom Wopat there.
I want to know what the Kentucky gig was. He did a thing, he said.
Look for what was a thing in
Kentucky
Kentucky?
Dukes of Hazzard reunion.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Like about 3 weeks ago. Actually, I'm going to blow pretty quick. I got a gig. I'm playing a couple of concerts out on Long Island tonight.
A lot of times when two people are teamed up to perform together, they end up getting very tired of working with each other. Did you ever have that animosity or just boredom working with on the Dukes?
Shoot, no. We have a good time.
Yeah, always?
Pretty much.
Pause real
And
quick.
what do you think of...
You have a good time doing what?
I love the follow-up.
Where's the good times? I've had enough of his just languishing in these fucking vagaries.
Yeah.
Oh, we did a thing a few weeks ago. It was fun. Yeah, we have a good... What does that mean? You're just talking and nothing's coming out.
Sam, you got to get a little nastier at times.
Well, I got nastier with the goofballs in costumes, but it's like...
Costumes.
Sorry.
Costume.
Costume.
There's a great deal of sympathy
When you
when I'm
wear
talking to
a-
these celebrities.
Yeah. Celebrities that do what?
Tom Wopat.
That is not what he
Yeah.
did. Is
Nope.
it? Is it, Danny?
When we found out what he did.
He was at the Free Festival, London, Kentucky, at the 20th Annual World Chicken Festival.
No wonder he wasn't specific.
Exactly.
Colonel Sanders, founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, is one of the most highly recognized figures in the world.
But the Dukes of Hazzard
Laurel
would be
County,
a hit.
Kentucky, located in the heart of beautiful Daniel Boone National Forest, proud to be the home of the Colonel's first and original restaurant. And I guess they have a giant party there.
Of course.
What is
That
he?
Tom Wopat showed up. Big thing in Kentucky.
Is he a local DJ?
Fry that chicken. Fry that chicken. Fry that chicken. You hear me, Tom Wopat?
I think Tom Wopat is a local DJ. That's local DJ shit.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Homeless Jim writes from Boston. Lou Ferrigno is the biggest ass at these cons. I thought he wanted to shake my hand, but he was just reaching for the 20 in my other hand.
He also gets less muscular with every convention that passes. His pectoral region was much slimmer.
Was
than
it?
Yes.
How much for a photo with him? You can take that with a digital, right?
Yes, but I believe it's $20.
When you see like Shatner, can you take the picture with him with the digital?
Here's the thing. They don't tell you can, but you have to because, like, with the Bruno Sammartino thing, I took a picture. There's a line. Ric Flair was doing the same thing. You have to wait online for an hour to get your picture with Ric Flair.
Get the fuck out of
Okay,
here.
and then they take the picture and they say, okay, come back in like an hour and a half and pick up your picture.
Jesus
Because we can't
Christ.
print all these out now. You go, okay, you come back in an hour and a half and you have to wait online for an hour to pick up the picture.
Why do they do it that way?
I think they don't want you
getting
having the
fucking
digital
annoyed.
picture.
No, and they charge you extra at the table too. If you want an actual CD burn of the JPEG, they charge you another $15 to
Why would you
$20
put up
on
with this
top
shit?
of all
Because now
that.
I'm just getting mad.
Well, I just
like I understand you have to make some money when you're doing your thing, but you're just ripping off your fucking hardcore fans. These aren't even like casual fucking fans.
I had just take the picture with my camera
I'm so
first.
fucking annoyed right now.
And then I blew up. When I got back to the table and the people on the line were like, yeah, this is the line to pick up pictures. We've been here for an hour. I blew it off.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why would they do that?
A lot of it is the company that schedules these celebrities to be there. It's not really the celebrities themselves.
It's the company.
I wouldn't think it's the celebrities
they want the
themselves.
celebrity to look like he's got a line all day long.
Yeah.
probably,
Like
too.
Shatner was an exclusive. He didn't have a booth or anywhere you could go and get something signed or talk to him or anything. You had to buy the $80 ticket to stand online for an hour to get a photo that they take and will print out for you. So you don't actually have
Why won't they
a
give you a
copy of
digital
anything.
copy of your picture with Shatner?
Because they can charge you more on top of that so you can get the JPEG.
It's enraging.
Then you have to scan it. If you want like more copies of it, you'd have to go home, take the 8x10 that they print out on a printer. It's not like a photo place.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Oh, really?
It's
a
like a
printer?
printer. It's like an
Photo.
inkjet
$80
printer.
for a fucking printer photo?
It's photo
Inkjet
paper.
printer.
Yeah.
It's photo paper, but it's just they print it out right
Fuck
there.
that.
They
Don't
plug
smear
it in.
it.
Yeah,
Don't touch it. It'll smear.
and then you have to scan it
Yeah.
to get it on your
terrible.
computer.
That's disgusting.
Get your flatbed scanner out.
yeah.
Oh, I'm going to one of these things.
Will they
We're
give
going
you
to
a,
Chiller.
Oh yeah, we're going.
Will they give
We're
you
gonna
a
have some
clear
fun.
photo, a good photo, or no?
They take a couple pictures and they give you the best one. It's
No, but
like,
they won't give you a digital copy?
No, not unless you. I mean, some people
You pay
pay extra,
extra.
but like at this booth, no.
There used to be a company that even though you paid extra for the digital copy, they'd watermark their logo, like on the very bottom of the photo. So you'd see the name of the photography company on the bottom of your photo, even though you paid extra for the digital copy.
All right, let's get back to the Wopat riveting interview.
Riveting.
On the Duke. Shoot, no, we have a good time.
Yeah, always.
Pretty much.
And what do you think of being here at Comic Con? The caliber of people that you're meeting.
The caliber of people. It's an interesting crew, I'll tell you that. And people, you know, they're avid about their interests, and you got to respect that.
Pause
Do you
for
ever
one
get creeped
second, if you
out
don't
when
mind.
The boss. Yeah.
I'd like to know one interesting thing
Just one
that you've seen, but you certainly have not been conveying in this interview. One interesting thing.
Big Kev wants it. Big Kev.
What's up? Opie, listen, two things. Number one, if they want to charge a lot of money to sit there and do nothing all day because no one wants their autograph or whatever, they know what they're getting into. And number two, make sure that you're blaming both sides of the coin. If any of these people have lines, it's because they're big enough fans to want to pay that amount of money for a
Kev, I
signature.
totally get that. Trust me, but they're so taking advantage, knowing that these are uber fans that'll do pretty much anything. If one of these guys stands up and goes, "Suck my dick," half these people would get on their knees immediately.
I don't know
They
if
are
it would go
taking
that
advantage of hardcore fans.
The last month.
You think it's taking advantage of somebody?
Dude,
voluntarily does that?
the whole explanation with the photo is disgusting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
No, I agree with you.
That's disgusting. It's like, okay,
They don't tell you you're gonna have to wait online for an hour to pick up your
what's
picture.
the big deal if you get a digital picture that you're in the picture with the celebrity? What can you
I totally agree with that. And Shatner is one, and the reason they do that is like the fellas said there is because they can make another dime on it. So like Anthony was saying earlier, the photo, the autograph from Shatner was $75. I think the photo op, as they're referred to, I think that was maybe another 50.
See, we're not too far off. I understand to a point, but it's
Right.
it's a little disgusting.
It's like taking advantage of the retarded.
Yeah.
Erock. Erock. Erock just throws his arms up. He's like, what?
Moss Man.
Moss man.
Hey, I didn't wait on an hour.
I don't think Erock actually
Kev.
found a Moss Man that day.
Kev, this is going to shock a lot of people, but we're in the entertainment business ourselves.
And
We understand, like, you can't, like, charge your listeners for everything you do. That's just not cool.
Absolutely.
And there
I
are
was
radio
gonna
guys that
start-
do that, by the way.
I was going to start asking, like when people were taking pictures, I was going to turn around and go, hey, dude, 20. After they took the picture, I was going to
Yeah.
hey, 25.
I dared
And
you
see
to
if
do
they,
that.
but I was too embarrassed, like, to even make the joke.
You
for
should do it
a
without a
second.
booth.
No, well, that's what I was doing. I was walking around and people were like, dude, could I take a picture? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Do you guys want to get an Opie and Anthony booth at the next convention?
Well,
Separate
I-
pictures, though?
Separate.
Separate.
It's
We'll
gotta
do the
be
separate picture
We
thing.
don't do the same thing.
I
We're just
want to.
pricks.
I want to extend the invitation, certainly to Jimmy, that the big Chiller convention. is
I'm
coming.
busy!
Okay.
No, I'm
Sorry,
kidding.
Jim.
When is it?
I thought you want to meet superstars like Anne Margaret and Mickey Rooney.
We already talked about that. Opie wants to go too, and so does Anthony.
I want a copy of the movie Bill, and I want Mickey Rooney to sign it.
Oh, I'll be going to the
And I
next
just
one.
want him to say, "Oh boy, chicken,"
Yeah.
like the movie.
So it's in Parsippany.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, Kev, listen, we got to wrap up here.
I might go.
Take it easy.
Bye, Kev.
Later, Kev.
I want to hear more of the Tom Wopat.
You like
That
that?
Wolfpack is
People,
nothing
you know,
short
they're
of
avid
fascinating.
about their interests, and you got to respect that.
Do ya?
You know.
Do you ever get creeped out when a fan will have more information about the show that you were on than you could ever possibly know?
No, not so much. I mean, you know, they're a little more involved with it than, I mean, for me, the show's been over for 25 years. Yeah. So I don't really dwell on it too much. But
the
people
career.
that are really into it, you know, I mean, they really develop an encyclopedic knowledge of what's going on in the show. So it's interesting sometimes. I'll learn stuff about the show that I didn't know.
And how awful was the movie, the remake?
You know what? I didn't see it.
I wouldn't have if I were you either.
All right. Well, it's nice talking to you.
That's it.
I
All right, by the way, he saw the movie.
Of course he did.
Yes, of course he did.
He saw
About
the
the
movie.
show that he was on. He cares very deeply about Dukes of Hazzard.
You
That's all
don't think
he's ever done.
you don't think if we were done and then like fucking 25 years from now there's a new Opie and Anthony show based on our characters that I wouldn't at least listen to an episode
Me and Erock doing it.
with little Jimmy? No, people not involved.
Who played Jimmy?
You'd be all mad that you didn't get a cameo in it because you'd be like, you'd be like that bitter cooter guy. Why didn't they put me in? Shut up. There was, I love when these fossils wonder, like stupid fucking Batman. What's his name?
Adam West?
Adam West was all mad when he wasn't put in the original first Batman thing.
As Batman, too.
As Batman.
Not even like a cameo,
No,
like...
you asshole.
Right. Batman's
New
father or
Batman
something. No.
thing, dummy.
Yeah, your baloney tits are going to look real good in the new Batman suit.
Adam would walk around like he'd walk away from the Batmobile.
Oh, I
and start
saw Adam
schmoozing
West.
with people
Yeah.
in the hallways there. He would bring them back while they're talking to kind of lure them to take a photo with him at the Batmobile.
There's all these games.
He's quite a shill.
Johnny Fairplay was outside the place smoking. Some kid goes up to him and he goes, "Hey, can we get a picture real quick?" And Fairplay goes, "I would, but we got to do it back on my booth. They get mad at me otherwise."
Oh, they.
And I just started pointing and laughing at him because nobody gets mad at you. You're scamming people.
They do.
Yeah.
It's they.
And then he fully admitted, he wasn't indeed scamming. Nobody gets mad.
We got a real dumb one on instant feedback.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no.
I would love to, next time, leave your name and address and your phone number so people could call you. Charge fans. Opie, did you forget about audible.com, fucker?
What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you think we get a fucking money from that? What are you talking about?
That would be so actors shouldn't sell movie tickets.
That's the company that.
That's
Oh
the
my
company
God.
doing that shit. We're talking about all this other stuff
God.
we do.
Go fucking.
All the free events we do for the fans. We could charge for everything.
How much did you guys charge for pictures and autographs after the Virus tour when you stayed for like 2 hours?
Yeah, that's good.
2 hours? You're being nice.
Yeah.
Some of those virus, some of those virus shows, we were there for 3 hours after the event ended. We didn't make a fucking dime. That's the point I'm trying to make, asshole.
Someone's got to be an asshole. Why don't you charge to put a shotgun in your mouth? I'll pay and supply it.
We're talking about all the extra stuff.
Asshole.
Right now, our careers are such that we're doing it for Sirius XM, where you have to pay for this. Okay, this was the opportunity that was handed us, and the Audible.com. I don't even know if we make money, to be honest. I really don't. If we do, it's a very tiny little percentage of that
I've ever
fucking
seen
thing.
anything.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'd love to get an accounting of that.
I charge for photos.
You do?
That's right.
Yes.
Hey, can I take a picture with you? That'll be $41.
One.
Shit stain.
And that's got to be inconvenient that they got to pull a single out.
That's right.
An extra single with it.
$40 and 20 nickels.
That's a
I
lot.
want 2 20s and 20 nickels.
A lot of pocket money.
Right. Ant's doing free broadcasts. I'm making videos. This is all stuff we probably could charge for. There's a very popular fucking radio personality that does exactly that. Charges for everything he does. That's the point I'm making.
Jimmy Norton.
I give a discount for good fans. If you wish a hello from Jimmy, will cost you $7. Well wishings from Jimmy are $10. Well, salutations from Jimmy are $11.38.
All right, Sam ran into a big celebrity that wasn't scheduled to be there.
This was my biggest
We're
celebrity.
going to have to break the interviews into 2 parts. We're going to do this last 1 or 2, and then we're going to save the rest for tomorrow.
Yeah, save all the superheroes for tomorrow,
I
because
hear
the superheroes are ridiculous.
I hear they're great.
They're fucking hilarious.
They're great interviews. We probably should have started with that.
No, end with it. And strong.
And strong
And
tomorrow
big,
with that?
yeah.
All right.
This is just a
We're here
taste.
at Big Applecon with Anthony from the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow.
Anthony, what's the hat?
Jeez, Ed, you're out of booth and everything? That's pretty neat.
How did you not know he was going to be there?
He wasn't scheduled.
I wasn't scheduled. I just popped in.
People just started texting, hey, did you hear who just showed up? Anthony.
Yep.
From the, so Erock and me scoured throughout the whole thing. Erock stopping at every toy booth. And finally we found him.
On the concession line, a fan actually came up that doesn't listen to the show, only knew me from Red Eye.
I've gotten a lot of that, too.
Only knew me from fucking Red Eye.
Yep.
Wow. Fuck is that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bill in Philly. Hello.
Hello, Bill.
What up, Bill?
Morning, gentlemen.
Hey.
Listen, I want to talk about that guy who just talked about Audible. Fuck you. These guys, Jimmy Norton, after his show, sits around. I ask for an autograph. He gives it to me. He doesn't say, no, buy my book and then I'll sign it for you. If you bring your own book, he signed it for me. You guys, again, stay 2-3 hours after the show. And if you remember years ago, you guys were constantly talking about your little underground syndicate. So you guys have done more for fans for nothing, and that motherfucker's going to bring up somebody spending $9 a month.
Well, the Audible is another way to listen to the show if you don't subscribe to SiriusXM. We're in the pay radio we're in the pay radio business right now. Who knows what our careers are going to, lead us to, but
bring that up. He's a fucking asshole for as much as you guys have done for nothing.
the point is we've done a lot of stuff for free, all those live gigs and stuff. I mean, it's kind of insulting, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
guy's an asshole.
I'm hoping to do that Kentucky Chicken Festival.
Absolutely.
I'm gunning for.
All right, Bill, I appreciate the backup there. Thank you.
Keep talking, Bill.
Let's go back to Anthony.
Oh.
A big get for Sam at this
That is.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
We're here at Big Applecon with Anthony from the Opie and Anthony Show. Anthony, what's the haps?
Well, I've come here just to check out the scene, see some huge celebrities. I hear, now I don't know if this is true or not, but I hear, rumor has it, Tom Wopat and John Schneider in one place at the same time.
I interviewed Tom Wopat.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Thanks to this, he's now the second biggest celebrity that I've interviewed today.
Wow, who's the first?
You!
Oh, my.
Of course.
I feel stunned and just flattered.
Can you pause this for a
The
second?
Iron Sheik is here, too.
How is this worse than the Tom Wopat interview?
I know. It is. Sam just brings out the worst in people. And I don't mean in a way where it's like, wow, that was really bad. Like, you bring out the dullness.
Oh, like I make other people look bad? Not me.
No.
It's not I'm not a dull questioner.
No, it's just, yeah, you kind of just are there and you're kind of smarmy.
You're a lump.
Yeah. So you just kind of sit there going, I don't know, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, the questions are all about you shining and not the guest shining.
Yes.
See, you make it about yourself.
Hey,
Sam.
how about those
That's
haps?
the mistake you're making.
All right, this is all about that.
You and the haps.
I told you.
Yeah.
I said he. What's the word, Clyde? All right, it's all about you.
Just flattered.
The Iron Sheik is here, too.
I did see the Iron Sheik. His bodyguard was rolling him through in his wheelchair.
Yes.
To go to the bathroom, which is odd and ironic, because why would he actually go to a bathroom when he could just piss himself right there in the wheelchair?
It's done before.
He's done it before. What's the biggie?
You think he's ever going to live that down?
Hell no. Not on this show.
It's brought up every other minute.
There's never a moment's peace for that poor man. Poor Iranian fucking tranny lover.
His leaky fucking penis.
Poor little cocked fucking Zionist hater.
Giant boulder-sized prostate.
Exactly.
Can't hold in any piss.
A giant, bald apostate.
It's Turkish taffy in the heat balls. I sit on my testicles in my wheelchair.
You had an interview with David Bowie?
No.
David Bowie from Labyrinth.
Is there a difference?
That's the same.
It's Bob of Bowie.
It was
from Maryland.
It was a person who was disguised.
Oh,
yes.
He was in a costume?
Yes, it was a young man in a David Bowie from Labyrinth costume.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Really? All right. Let's finish up the big interview with Anthony,
Oh, wow.
and then the rest of the interviews will have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, keep them. You know what you do? You always leave them wanting more. Opie.
That's right, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're just here as a reporter.
That's all. I'm here to report the events of the day.
I got a regular wristband. Did you get a Did you have to wait online?
I did.
Because I had to wait online.
You?
Let me tell you something. I'm not used to that. I didn't like it at all. What is, like, I was standing on it and go, what is this? And someone said a line, and I'm like, people stand on these?
Were you afraid that somebody waiting on the line would come up to you and say, weren't you Anthony from Opie and Anthony?
I thought that was going to happen. I expected at any moment to be whisked in and not have to wait on a line. So it was upsetting to actually have to do that.
This is going to really upset you. Erock told me he was waiting online, and a fan behind him scolded the security guard saying, don't you know who this is? It's Erock, and Erock was indeed whisked to the front.
All right, that does piss me off. That does, because I actually saw Lou Ferrigno waiting on the line. They wouldn't even let him in. Look, I don't have time to really stand around here. And
I know.
This. I got huge celebrities to see.
Well, Tom Wopat is that way.
And I'm going that way. And I hear there's a DeLorean here.
It is, yeah. It's got video screens like in the headlights.
But the one from the movie didn't.
It's got a lot of video screens in it.
Oh, fuck. What is it, pimped out?
A little.
Oh, they ruin everything.
Stop this.
They?
Hey.
Car customizer.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
All right, well, you have a good time.
Have fun.
Just wanted you to stop it.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of felt that one.
Jesus.
Greg from Greg, you're the one that wrote about Audible.
Oh.
Yes, Opie.
Go
You
ahead.
guys get 95% of that money out of Audible.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you're right. We do. I just looked at the contract.
This is a joke, right?
95%.
It's right there on the website, Opie.
Yep.
I don't.
95%.
I remember that.
You guys take every penny of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking every. Then you don't have to listen. Do you get it? Oh, fuck.
How'd you not see that one coming?
I knew he was being...
It's on the website?
It's on the website. What the people make.
Exactly. It's in the contract. What makes you think it'd be honored anyway? Just 'cause it's in the contract.
Oh, fuck. You're pissed. I could tell. I don't know. I think Bob gave away the Audible thing, too. Like, he pretty much gave away everything else for us.
Oh, shit.
That was nice, Bob. That was smart. So tomorrow, as we continue with the interviews, Sam meets Iceman, who's covered in blue paint. Sam meets David Bowie from Labyrinth and talks about his bulge. Sam meets the Joker and asks about who the Joker's met. Then the Joker gets serious and drops character when Heath Ledger comes up.
Oh, yuck.
Sam meets a Ghostbuster who has a lot of info. Sam talks to the Ghostbuster about Ernie Hudson's pathetic Ghostbuster suit. Sam meets a guy playing with a lightsaber. Toy sword fight guy explains how awesome his club is to Sam. He has a club of people. All these interviews are going to be great tomorrow.
That's fascinating.
Lightsabers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sam.
Yeah?
We go back to What's the Haps at the Big Apple Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you talked to big stars like Anthony Cumia, the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov,
and
Tom Wopat.
Okay.
See, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
And today we continue with the second half of your interviews, and you said that these interviews were way better than the ones we played yesterday.
Yeah, because I got to
sorry.
meet some superheroes. No, Anthony, it's through no fault of yours.
That's okay. You caught me. You know, I was fascinated.
You were off. You know, you were
I
doing.
was fascinated. I want to talk to you.
I better not say what I was about to say. Oh, somebody was walking funny down the hall.
Oh.
And I was
So you're going to speculate as to why?
That someone might have had a rough night last
Oh, yeah,
night.
look, she's tugging on her pants. She is so tugging. Did you see her tugging on the jeans? What's going on there?
Oopsie, our show's being played down the hall because she just looked back at us. All right, hey, Sam meets Iceman.
Yeah, I met the Iceman.
Who the fuck is the Iceman?
You know, from the X-Men.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Oh.
I thought from Top Gun.
I thought Top Gun, too.
No.
I thought he
this
came
is-
up to you and took his teeth and went, snapped them together at you. And went,
told me he was
You're
dangerous."
dangerous, Sam.
No, I met superheroes.
There's a superhero named the Iceman?
Yeah.
Who does he fight?
I don't know, but he hangs out with the X-Men.
Fire guy.
He's a Marvel superhero. The
He
Human
fights
Torch.
Fire guy. Yeah.
No, I don't think that's the case.
Iceman at fight. What? It's not the guy that makes made the ice rink, so him and the little fucking chick that goes through walls could skate.
That's him right there.
Turn to your right. The Iceman, who's covered in blue paint at Comic-Con. And they're waving as they go by the studio. Ka-chunga, ka-chunga, ka-chunga.
Jesus Christ.
Are you trying to tell me you would whip that? Going back to the Somalian thing? What's up, Sam?
If she's in Somalia, she's fucked.
Yeah?
She's in such trouble. Having those bosoms. Those
Forced to
bosoms.
remove the bra and shake her breasts. Oh
Yeah.
my God. The entire village gets a boner
Yeah.
immediately. And then they have to hide it with their carrot sticks. Fucking weird culture.
Now, Iceman is the guy from the X-Men.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was battling the fire guy.
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to ask him about his arch nemesis.
Oh, he's that guy?
Yeah, you see the X-Men?
The movie?
Yeah.
Can I tell
Yeah, I
you?
guess.
What do you mean you guess?
Yeah, I saw it.
You didn't like it?
I don't even remember it.
Oh, but you'll remember
second one
fucking
was
wrestling shit you saw 20 years ago.
Yeah. It's comic books or wrestling. I pick wrestling.
It's not comic books, it's a movie. I don't know from the comic book.
Well, you fucking
I
nuts.
apologize.
Comic book movies way better than wrestling.
Incorrect.
No,
And when wrestlers make movies, even worse.
No, I'm going to see the Tooth Fairy.
That looks like the biggest piece of shit. I think even kids are going to say, fuck
No,
this.
that's going to be a gigantic hit.
What's the catch phrase for that movie?
The Tooth Hurts.
The tooth hurts,
I
Jimmy.
guarantee you the Tooth Fairy will be a enormous hit for The Rock.
A tooth hurty.
He's wearing...
I saw the trailer. It's going to be a huge
He's wearing Tooth Fairy fucking wings.
Who's in it? The Rock?
Yeah, you can't handle the tooth.
Oh, no.
See?
Oh, no.
The
Not
Rock-
tooth puns. That's hysterical.
And Mary Poppins is in it.
Timmy, you think this is going to be a good movie?
I do, because it's about 9/11. They're toothers.
Oh, my God.
The tooth
It's
hurts.
good. That's going to be a huge movie.
The previews or the whatever, yeah, the preview for this movie is horrendous.
Let's see the trailer.
There's no fucking jokes to be had in this movie.
I bet it's hysterical.
Wow.
All right.
Here comes the
we'll
trailer.
We'll get back to the Iceman at Comic-Con in a second.
Tooth hurts.
We're going to show you what your wrestlers do.
Now the Rock.
Fans are just begging for a
See, he's a hockey player.
Derek Thompson.
Through like glass.
Doesn't believe in fair play.
He knocks people's teeth
The
out.
future of our franchise.
He knocks people's teeth out.
One day I'm going to play hockey in the big leagues just like you.
Lower your expectations. And he doesn't believe
He's an
in
asshole.
fairy
See?
tales.
So he's going to have to be taught a lesson, right, Sam?
That's right.
Tess, let's just get this out of the way. There's no such thing as...
Oh, here it is.
But he's about to receive...
white lady.
Mr. Thompson, you, sir, are guilty of killing dreams.
He got a summons. See?
ultimate penalty.
Oh,
You are
no.
hereby ordered to serve
Julie
time
Andrews.
as a tooth fairy.
He's got
the
wings.
meanest man in hockey
Raise your right hand. I swear to perform the duties of a tooth fairy.
is about to discover...
Get him into flying school.
So he's in flying school, Ed. And they're shooting tennis balls at him.
This is incredibly horrible.
Billy Crystal, everybody. Billy Crystal.
He gets to go invisible.
To believe.
And now he's tiny.
Uh-oh.
This thing will come in very handy.
Scares the cat.
Embracing the tooth fairy spirit.
Are you kidding me? I'm embracing it all right, but I'm doing it my way. On January 22nd.
Trailer isn't over yet?
Just
He's doing it his way.
Just a tooth. You can't handle the tooth. Who are you? I'm the tooth fairy. Oh, yeah.
And he can't fly
he
yet.
can't fly.
See, so he hits the
Can I
ground.
get a little help here? Hey, good luck out there, buddy.
Okay.
Get ready.
Him fall down.
And now he's invisible as he plays hockey.
Because he's also struggling with the end of his career in this young upstart. Yeah, I know.
brain is in a penalty box.
And let your imagination
Where's your car?
No car. Let's go. Take flight. Dwayne Johnson, Ashley Judd, Billy Crystal, and Julie Andrews.
Wait till you hear the Billy Crystal line coming up.
Amnesia dust.
All right, come on.
That's how it works.
That's how what works.
Amnesia dust. That's how it works.
That's how what works.
Never gets old.
Just chill out and let your imagination take flight.
Dude, that is the type of thing like SNL did as a fake fucking movie to make everyone laugh. It's a real fucking movie.
That looks horrid.
It's going to make The Rock a very rich man. He's going to make a lot
The
of money.
Rock is already a very rich man.
Or very much richer.
Why is The Rock doing that?
It's because that's the. I'm telling you, it's going to be.
I
a
know
giant
he's
hit.
the new thing in Hollywood, and he's an old friend of ours, and we wish him nothing but the best. But he doesn't have to say yes to everything.
When The Rock was in, he did that other stupid movie.
The football, the whatever movie.
I don't even remember.
Gridiron Gang. Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang.
You can't handle the tooth.
Yeah, this should have been like a Rob Schneider movie. This absolutely should be a Rob Schneider movie.
But they needed star power.
Tooth Fairy, starring Rob Schneider.
Fucking Rob
And
Schneider.
he would just be like the wacky Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, but nobody would see it if Rob Schneider were the Tooth Fairy. I bet you with Dwayne Johnson as the lead.
I have no doubt it's going to do very well, but it shouldn't do very well. It's horrendous.
Yeah,
the
this will
concept
be
is horrendous. The jokes aren't there. And another unfunny Billy Crystal.
Wow. It'll be funny if he's giving money only to people who've lost their teeth because of their methamphetamine addiction. Like he goes to an Australian prison and he just gives money to people with meth mouth.
Rob Schneider is the hot chick. It's always Rob Schneider is
that a movie, The Hot
Chick? Douche. Yeah.
Wow.
Rob Schneider is Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
They should just say Adam Sandler's best friend is the hot chick.
God damn it.
Who's that other guy that should be doing that movie? He had a bomb recently. He's an SNL alum. He played
Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan.
Oh,
This is a Chris Kattan movie as well.
Did he have a bomb recently?
Oh, boy, did he, Jimmy.
What
I don't even
movie?
know the name of it anymore.
Oh, is that the...
And we made fun of it. I don't remember.
Rob Schneider could fake being a hockey player, though. Chris Kattan, no fucking way in hell could you buy him as a hockey player.
The Rock will do better than both those guys.
Now, The Rock should be doing action movies. The Rock should be fucking cashing in because Stallone is too old. He's done. Fucking Arnold is the governor. And I did an impression like the wacky fucking Rocktober jocks.
Yeah.
Jocktober, excuse me. And he's like, he could fill that void of the action hero. He's pulled it off already.
He's trying to. Vin Diesel tried to go into the action guy who's now the kid star thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Follow Vin Diesel's career.
But it didn't work for Vin Diesel, so The Rock is filling that role.
Kids movies, there's a lot of money in.
Yeah.
Because they go to see it a bunch of times, and they buy the DVDs. There's a lot of. That's why Eddie Murphy's taking kids movies. A lot of money, man.
Every kid movie does extremely well because there's not a lot of kid movies, so they just know whatever movie's out, the parents are going to take their kids to, get the DVD, get the toys. It's a guarantee every time. Name the last shitty fucking kid movie that didn't do well at the box office. You can't do it.
But they're going to make fucking a shitload of money making action movies. Maybe not as much. Here, put it this way. If I had the chance to do this type of radio for like $20 million.
Wow.
Or I could do that fucking Jocktober type radio for $50 million. I would absolutely do the Jocktober type radio.
Yeah,
yes, as you should.
But I'm greedy, selfish, and different.
You say
someone with morals and scruples would.
You say would like you're not doing it now.
That was a dumb example.
No, I would take less money. I would take less money.
$20 million is $20 million. Why would you need $50 million
That's
if you
what
get
I'm
$20
saying.
million?
You think The Rock can't do an action film and make a fuckload of money, but he's got to make these kid shit movies?
Right, so
he makes a little more, but he's making crappy movies.
So what was your point? You would
My
do the same
point
thing?
is, I would do this. No,
Fuck no, because for me, $20 million would be.
I'm kidding. My point. I was joking.
Wow, I'm so lost. Help me out here.
I was being sarcastic. My point
you
is,
were. Okay.
I would rather do this type of radio than sit there with a hole and do that for more money.
Because it's not like The Rock is giving up $10,000 to make $10 million.
Yeah.
It's all just a ridiculous amount of money.
It's a ridiculous amount of money.
I gotcha.
If he was making an action movie, he would still make a fuckload of money.
Right, maybe not as much if he...
No.
Okay, I
They'll
guess.
probably make
fucking
two
the
fuckloads
Cube. It's
of
the
money,
same
though.
thing.
Hey, can we
the
throw...
Cube's doing the same fucking thing.
The Cube?
Ice Cube.
The Ice
They
Cube.
call
I
him
just
the
call
Cube?
I just call him the Cube.
Yeah, you can't call him Ice
Kids
Cube
movies
anymore.
don't. I had a kids movie that didn't do as well as I'd hoped.
Oh, Uncle
really?
Paul. What?
No.
Oh.
I wrote one. I thought it was about little Timothy, where Timothy had to.
Heckler?
No, not
Oh.
that. That'd be Teddy.
I know. I thought it was his son or something.
No, Timothy had to bring a thing of Fig Newtons to a group of people who were starting a march for pancreatic cancer, and he was afraid he dropped the Fig Newtons in the street.
What the fuck, Timmy?
And he was... his job was to bring a bushel of Fig Newtons to the pancreatic cancer march people. And he tripped. Dropped Fig Newtons in the street.
Did that cause a problem?
Yes.
Little fella?
Because a car ran over his hand and the Fig Newtons. Crushed his little fingers. You're out of your fucking mind.
We got some.
So the pancreatic cancer march was canceled. And
They didn't have Fig
yes, and then all the people, the last 40 minutes of the movie is a death montage of all the people who could have been saved.
That would be the most horrific thing to watch ever. Very good.
Yeah, it's...
Hey, it is Tuesday, 2 for 2. Oh, no, we lost the other one. All right, fine. We got some Wisconsin phone calls coming in here. Let's go to AC. AC, what do you got?
Well, here's the deal. Rock signed a 5 or 7 movie deal with Walt Disney, so that's why he did that Hunt to Witch Mountain or whatever it was, and the other deal.
Race to Witch Mountain,
right.
or one of those.
Right, that was a
things.
remake. Yep.
So we can look forward to 5 more real shitty
Actually,
rock movies.
3 or 2, depending on how you do the math. If you're in Alabama. So.
3 or 4.
I wish you would reserve judgment until you've seen them.
Disney movies growing up were
that's
were
that
the
fucking-
bomb, man.
That's that girl from
Warm.
fucking Charlie's and the Chocolate Factory there.
Oh, yeah. Growing up a little
Veruca
bit.
Salt? I always loved the grandmother in the original who was in bed.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Nasty old granny.
Yeah, and Charlie had the golden ticket. And the grandfather sold it to buy a pinch of tobacco.
Tobacco.
Yeah.
Back to Comic-Con.
Oh.
So that's The Rock and what he's up to. He used to do our show. You used to be a friend of the show.
Well.
He blew us off, I don't know, 4 movies ago.
Wow.
Oh, he's done.
Becomes
Now
a
he's,
massive success in Hollywood.
now he's Hollywood. Anyone else come out of the WWF or /E and become as big a
Not
movie
like
star
this.
as The Rock
No.
has?
No,
Not
Hulk
like
Hogan.
fucking this.
This was
Or
Hulk
Roddy
Hogan's
Piper,
dream.
and they live.
This was Hulk Hogan's dream is right. Hulk Hogan wanted to be the Tooth Fairy. I guarantee
He
you.
did. He left while he was on top and started doing movies, but he looks foolish and he can't act.
But he can sing.
And he gets fucked in the ass.
Exactly.
I humble him.
Yes.
Humbled.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to humble people there.
Humbled.
Archie.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
No, he did the babysitter, right? Hulk Hogan?
He did Suburban Commando and he did Mr. Nanny. I have both those movies.
Ew, what is Mr. Nanny?
You've never seen
Oh,
Mr. Nanny?
Nanny's
Nanny?
really bad.
Is that
I've seen
where
the
he's
preview.
babysitting and the kid crawls out and falls in the pool? And he has to take his big Hulk arms and pull the little lad out by his fucking cold tootsies.
Oh, look, he's in a tutu, yeah. Oh, this was good.
Yeah, see, he's in a tutu.
He went for it. He tried.
He never made anything good after Rocky. That was it.
Yeah, no, he
Okay.
didn't.
What would be the circumstance where Hulk Hogan has to wear a tutu?
There's shiploads of money that they're giving him that have to then go to his wife.
Yeah.
It's like, I wore a tutu for what? For nothing.
He did make No Holds Barred. Damn.
No Holds Barred with, what's his name?
Tiny Zeus Lister.
Right, the cross-eyed president from, Fifth Element.
So was that a big box office success?
It was the only film that was also a main event at SummerSlam.
Ugh, Sam, your dumb wrestling.
That was a main event?
Well, they had when the movie came out, they thought it would be a good idea to promote the movie by making Zeus, the character from the movie, come to the WWF to take on the real Hulk Hogan.
How did it go?
I mean, it probably didn't pan out
like they wanted
the way
it to.
they saw it. It ended up in a
course.
tag team
Never
match
does.
because
All right.
Tiny Zeus Lister didn't have the proper training to be a full-time pro wrestler. He's an actor.
Why don't we talk about the Big Apple Comic-Con? So, you met the Iceman, who was covered in blue paint.
Yeah, and he was there with his X-Men friends.
Yeah. Fake X-Men fan.
Oh,
friends.
yeah, and most of the costumes were horrendous.
Costumes?
That's right.
Costumes.
That's correct. All right, we're here at Big Apple Comic-Con with some guy dressed in Iceman.
Iceman of the X-Men, Bobby Drake. I'm here with my X-Men friends of the X-Gym.
So these are your friends?
Indeed they are.
Yeah.
My best friends.
Iceman, I've
We're
never
all
seen
gay,
Iceman's
by the way.
nipples so extended.
Yes, they're very erect because I'm actually quite cold and I didn't wear a jacket on my way here and it is mid-October.
Now, here's what confuses me. You're obviously in great shape, Iceman.
Thank you.
You seem like a handsome guy, very good jawbone.
I appreciate it, brother.
Don't you think if you got rid of all this paint and stuff, you could actually get some girls?
I do have a girl and her name is She-Hulk.
She-Hulk is your girl?
Oh, yes, and she's quite a wild one, I'll tell you.
Is she?
What's wrong, Ope? You're making a face.
Is she really?
She's a wild woman.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
His girlfriend has a retard haircut, and she's deaf.
Holy shit.
Quite a wild one, I'll tell you.
She's got a penis, correct?
She does not have a penis. She-Hulk is, in fact, a woman. The regular Hulk has a penis, but She-Hulk has all the parts that a woman should have.
How on earth do you keep from melting?
I absorb the moisture in the air, and I convert it into... I lower the climate, the temperatures. I control the area, you know? But look, my friend works out so hard. His chest. You can't hurt it.
Your friend is wrapped in duct tape.
No, that's steel. That's organic steel.
Is that true?
Indeed. No, it's not true, but yes, it is true.
Okay, cool. Iceman and the rest of your ex-friends,
Indeed.
I hope you have a great time and that you keep from melting.
Thank you, my friend. I'll try my best.
Thank you.
So going back to yesterday, so people line up to get their pictures taken with these guys too?
Yeah, well, yeah, these guys...
Why?
These guys just walk around.
Yeah, I saw.
And then people
Hulk.
come up and they got to take their picture with the ex-friends. And like the one guy dressed as Colossus, who's supposed to be made of like metal.
And what was he made of? Tin furl?
Duct tape.
Yeah, duct tape.
He just wrapped duct tape around a sweatshirt.
That's wonderful.
Did it look real?
No, that's why I said it. That's just duct tape.
Shit.
Hey, here's a guy, Dave in Houston, had to do this at these events. Dave.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey, Dave.
Throwing myself under the bus here, but yes, I do travel around the country, going to different shows like this, dressed as Conan the Barbarian.
Why, sir?
Why? It's actually a lot of fun. I started out
For who? What's fun about it?
You know, if you don't do it, I can't explain it. It's just...
Yes, you can. We have the common bond of language.
I don't understand what would be fun about getting a tranny either. But
Well, I can tell you.
Shit.
He got you there.
Those are fighting words.
It's receiving the blowjob, probably.
Well, you know, if I were a single man, I could probably do the same just as Conan the Barbarian. So it is a lot of fun. I've actually been in your studios when I was up there for New York Comic Con a couple of years ago.
Sounds like a threat.
And? No, really, and? Like,
Anything?
you were in our studios. Did you do anything?
No, you talked to me a bit. I was, you won't remember, but I made a comment about looking for chains in a pickup truck. And I got a nice photo with Jimmy, and I'm getting the silent treatment, aren't I?
No.
I could use that call on my threat assessments.
Yeah.
That guy seemed unstable.
Lucky you.
Sam meets David Bowie from Labyrinth and talks about his bulge.
Wow,
Yeah, fucking David
was
Bowie?
there. That's how did I miss David Bowie?
He was.
I would think
You
that
ask
would
him
be
about the
a giant-
Prestige?
No. David Bowie from
Yeah.
Labyrinth.
I would. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Is like you'd think there'd be a giant crowd around David Bowie.
Wow, David Bowie's career has dropped down a bit. That he's hanging out at these Comic-Cons as Labyrinth.
What happened?
The Goblin King.
Was it actually David Bowie?
No, it was the Goblin King.
So it
What
was
does that
a
mean?
guy, another geeky douchebag, dressed up as the character that David Bowie was paid very well to play.
That's correct, Anthony.
And this guy's getting
And,
$7 an hour.
No, You guys
and
are confused.
acted with Jennifer Connelly when she was real hot.
That is correct. These guys are not paid to dress up as superheroes and walk around. These are people who pay admission, dress up as a superhero and walk around.
Oh.
They're not hired by the convention.
No?
So they're just doing this for free?
For fun. They think this is...
I mean, for fun?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They're not doing it for free. They're paying to get in.
Danny's finding some really elaborate costume.
God damn, look at that. Nice head.
That wasn't him. He did a
wasn't him.
better
No.
job with the makeup.
All right, well, let's see what you got out of this guy. This zero.
All right, we're here with David Bowie from Labyrinth. David Bowie, what's the haps?
Oh, this is quite some time here.
Now, he's doing the voice.
Is he trying to do the accent?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yes.
God.
He didn't have a crystal. He should have had a crystal.
He should
Quite
have
some
had a-
time here.
Now, what do you hope to accomplish here at Comic-Con or Big Apple Con?
Well, right now I'm just out getting as many pictures as I can. I'm with my friends. They're buying a mass load of comic books.
So I see the bulge here. Did you work on this specifically because of David's bulge in the film?
Of course. See, actually, in my costume paper, they said no any specifics, and I put down the bulge.
What costume paper?
There's a big costume contest going on that Wizard's throwing, I guess.
So do you think when you look back at some of your celebrity pictures and realize that you're dressed as David Bowie from Labyrinth, you'll feel a fool?
No, I'll feel all that much better.
No.
I think that's true. Now, what did you accomplish to pull off this bulge?
Really, I just wrapped a sock around it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you worried about any excitement down there, or like a semi-erection making it so that your costume is not as accurate?
Well, semi-erection, that would be a problem, but I'm trying to keep myself calm today, you know?
Well, with all the comic books here, I would assume that you've already achieved the erection, possibly.
No, not quite. I've been staying away from that area.
Good for you. Smart thinking.
Yeah.
He is a waste of fucking life.
You don't like any of these guys?
No.
That was an exhausting minute and 18 seconds.
That's all it was?
Yeah.
And shit, I was ready to grab my bag and leave.
And what gives nerds erections?
Comic books.
Having
comic
socks
books and
wrapped
shit?
around their
Yeah.
dicks, too. I'm sure he loved that.
Yeah. Toys. Erock got a big boner from that Transformer toy.
He sure did. Can't wait for his girl to leave him. It's going to be a fun day for all of
He
us.
didn't have enough pocket money for the good toy.
I hope he's saving his pocket money for that day.
Moss Man?
When she goes, so long.
He spent his last bit of pocket money on Moss Man and couldn't afford his Transformer toy.
What's Moss Man? Is that real Moss? Like,
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
why don't we continue? Sam meets the Joker. This should be good.
Yes, the Joker. You know.
Jack Nicholson was there?
No.
From
From
Heath Ledger's dead, so I would assume they would go right to Jack Nicholson. So that's pretty cool.
no, the Joker. Not.
Oh, God.
You're naming actors. I meant the Joker
The Joker,
from The Dark Knight.
who causes problems for
Yeah.
Batman. He was
Yeah.
there.
He was there. The Joker.
All right. How many more of these do we have? I can't even fake this today.
We're at the Big Apple Con with the Joker. The Joker. What's the haps?
Well, I met Adam West, and Batman over there is looking quite retro.
I can't listen to this.
Why?
I met Adam West over there, looking quite retro.
You can tell it's the real Joker by the way his voice is.
Oh, yeah.
Which Joker is he doing?
From The Dark Knight, the Joker.
He's doing Heath Ledger's version?
Heath Ledger Joker.
Heath Ledger was probably playing him as this is.
There were a lot of
the Joker.
Riddlers walking around, I noticed.
There were some Riddlers.
A
weren't
lot
there?
of Riddlers walking around. Oh, Jesus, that looks great.
What?
That guy, he just didn't even try.
I love the guy.
Stop it.
No, that wasn't. That looks like a fake Joker to me. I spoke to a man who introduced himself as the Joker.
Quite retro. And I had a run-in with Gordon.
With Gordon?
Yeah.
Commissioner Gordon?
Yeah.
And what happened? Did he arrest you? Oh, no. Since you're the Joker.
He held me at gunpoint, but... Well, let's just say he's on the ground. He died happy.
Oh, did you kill him? Since you're the...
What a fucking...
Look, this guy is giving me such douche chills.
What a fucking zilch.
Oh,
Jimmy, you don't like
God.
his improv?
It's fucking
I kind of like
horrendous.
Why couldn't he have been found in a hotel room dead?
He makes Bobo look like Jonathan Winters. What a fool this guy is.
Look at this guy. Looks like Screech dressed up as fucking the Joker.
No, he's fucking Bruno from the original Fame.
The caption says Seth Rogen Joker.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Anyone with tight
explanation.
curly hair.
That guy was fucking terrible with his improv.
Awful.
Danny, a few
He's on the he died happy.
Yes, he had a gun, Commissioner Gordon.
Stumbling over himself.
Few people saying the Iceman that Sam interviewed. There's a big YouTube video where he's rapping at Comic-Con.
No.
Whoa.
So you might have been talking to a
No.
superstar.
Oh, did you kill him since you're the Joker?
Yeah, of course.
Did you meet Catwoman?
Yeah, of course. What are you, an idiot?
Yes,
He has
Tone of voice
nothing.
he had.
I gotta hear that again.
Oh, is this
It's a
guy
pretty easy
fucking
question.
a
Did you kill
zilch?
him? And he goes, "Yeah, of course,
Of course.
and just runs out of air.
Oh, did you kill him since you're the Joker?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
That's a
Of course. This guy is
Oh
fucking
shit! I didn't think I was going to be
abominable.
asked that question. Yeah, basic fucking Joker questions you can't answer.
Did you kill Commissioner
Right, that would be something you should figure out in your head because you might be asked that if you're walking around as the Joker.
Did you kill him since you're the Joker?
Yeah, of course.
Did you meet Catwoman?
Not yet.
Is she here?
Well, the actress who plays her is over there.
Not the real Catwoman. I saw Batgirl over there earlier today.
Yeah.
Do you have a grudge with her too?
Anyone associated with Batman is at fault.
Oh, I see. Now, Joker, I am surprised to see you here because I thought you died of an overdose of pain pills and alcohol.
No, that was Heath Ledger.
That wasn't the Joker?
No. But I am paying tribute to Heath Ledger.
Oh, okay.
Like, in all seriousness, he was a great actor, and I would have loved to have met him.
Maybe at a convention just like this.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Joker.
Thanks a lot, Joker.
He drops character because he was very offended that I brought up
Really,
Heath Ledger.
he would have loved to meet Heath Ledger. Guess what? It's not the same for
Hopefully he will soon.
Of course I killed it.
Yeah, that's him.
Nothing.
That's the Iceman.
What, you found the YouTube rap video?
That's my team, yes!
This isn't the one of him rapping. I think I have that, though.
He's well built.
He is. He's in very good shape.
Good for him.
Also a boob.
Oh, Joker sounds like Napoleon Dynamite. Very good, Ronnie.
God.
Oh, I interviewed that guy, too.
I'm the Joker.
Listen on the stage, drumming like a rage. I am the man and I'm gonna entertain. Okay,
Sound.
turn off my mic, but I can go all night. Okay, let's see, can we do it right? Give me a topic and play it, he'll make you drop it. What is it? Anything, say something.
Improv.
Giraffe? Okay, listen, okay. Giraffe. It's just like a plant, a long neck. Please let me correct. You could see giraffes up eating in the trees and a freestyle about them so easily. Giraffes, you know they have the funny pattern. Giraffes tall like the planet Saturn. Oh, look at me. We are just dancing. Look at my skin. Man, I'm so handsome. Boom. And we're the X-Men. Those are my friends that we will not...
What are you doing, Gregory? Those guys were wonderful.
You like that, Ted?
I certainly do. I had topics I wanted to throw out.
Oh.
Peanut shoe.
At my breakfast, I wanted to throw out. That is horrible.
Well, we got Larry King checking in, Anthony. Always a pleasure when Larry calls the show. Larry!
Topics.
How important is learning your character?
Yeah, it's very important. You might be asked some important questions at Comic-Con.
Gregory, what topics would you have yelled out at the rappers? How about you, Samuel?
Colostomy bags.
Yay!
How about go.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, they steal. They jump and they run real fast.
I didn't know you could rap there, Ted.
I certainly can. Very good.
Rapping Ted Scheffler.
Yes. Or just Blonde Anthony. Y'all niggas don't know what I'm dealing with up in this motherfucker.
Shit.
As it turned out, a lot of 4 of Iceman's ex-friends are huge O&A fans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they told him who I was after I interviewed him.
I am.
Good for them.
Yeah,
Can we stop the interviews before we get to the Ghostbuster guy?
do you want to?
You actually met a Ghostbuster guy?
I met a Ghostbuster.
Is it the guy that played a Ghostbuster in the movie, or someone just dressing up as a Ghostbuster?
Don't cross the streams. They all just sound like him.
Well,
I'm Superman.
he had a Ghostbuster outfit. He had a Ghostbuster backpack and a Ghostbuster zapper.
Yeah.
I've never seen him in any films, so I would say he's a Ghostbuster.
An actual Ghostbuster. Hey,
Oh, wow.
Before we get there, we got one more on the Joker, I think. Tim in South Carolina. Tim.
The way that Joker answers follow-up questions, you'd think it's Bob Kelly.
Yeah, Bob Kelly's the Joker would be pretty funny.
You know what? I got these scars. Boom. Where's the Batman?
Hey, Joker, did he kill Commissioner Gordon?
Who are you asking?
Jimmy doesn't know who he is.
He asked you Bob or Ted the Joker? I didn't kill Commissioner Gordon. He slipped on a banana peel. Hit his teeth.
Who left that banana peel, though?
No, see, I was in the imaginary world, Bob Kelly as the Joker. So I was asking the Joker. I wasn't acknowledging that it was Bob Kelly, per se.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then I said Joker, or did you kill Commissioner Gordon?
Yeah.
You know what? Commissioner Gordon had a lump on his prostate. You know what? Boom, you got your face.
Let's meet a Ghostbuster. Sandman, an actual Ghostbuster.
Yes. All right, we're here at the Big Apple Comic Con with a Ghostbuster. What's the haps?
Huge anniversary. Ghostbusters 2 is celebrating its 20th anniversary. We heard Ernie Hudson was going to be here, so I put on my stuff and we met him and everything. I got our picture with him wearing my gear. It's very awesome, very nice. We met a couple of other Ghostbuster fans and people from Long Island, Queens, around town here.
Is that the first time you've ever worn a Ghostbusters outfit?
No, I've been doing this since 99, 2000.
Where do you wear it?
I'm around town. Usually after work, I go out around Times Square and do this. People take pictures and whatnot.
Do you charge them?
Nah, it's such a great thing. People love it. It brings joy to kids and families.
Does it?
We see the back there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, wow.
This is a new piece of equipment called the ionization converter.
What does that do?
Well, if you remember from the first movie, after they caught Slimer, Ray was talking, if the ionization rate was constant for all ectoplasmic entities, we find out that that's not true.
Unfortunately, I do not remember that.
Well, if you watch the movie, when they get back to the university.
Oh, of course.
They're talking outside the university.
Outside the university.
He has a lot of helpful information.
We're talking outside the university.
Chris Russo.
Sometimes I'm a Ghostbuster.
Mad Dog as a Ghostbuster.
Well, you can't cross the streams. It's going to be a problem. Keep your mind clear. Don't think about anything. Something's going to be made. Oh, no, we got to step up Marshmallow Man coming up the street. Going to be big problems there. I don't know how they're going to handle it.
How do you take on the Marshmallow Man as he's coming up the street there? Mad Dog?
Unfortunately, I believe we're going to have to cross the streets.
Yeah, I think
just to make enough energy to fucking...
They take one minute detail from the movie and blow it out of proportion to the point no one gives a shit except for maybe 2 more human beings on this planet.
You don't think that guy was interesting? What a dork.
Do you think Ernie Hudson is like happy when people come up to him and ask him questions
Ernie,
about...
He'd be happier if Michael Richards just yelled his act at him.
Why didn't you talk to Ernie Hudson himself?
He'd turn me down.
Tell him what the fuck. Who are you to turn me down?
He thinks who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
You should have just forced yourself on him. Who gives a shit if you got thrown out of the joint?
Well, then I wouldn't have gotten to interview a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
You didn't.
What?
You interviewed an asshole with a fucking poster on his back. Stop it.
Well, Sam got the next best thing. Instead of talking to Ernie Hudson, he talks to this fake Ghostbuster about Ernie Hudson.
Yes.
Oh.
Right. So who's your favorite Ghostbuster?
My favorite Ghostbuster is Dr. Ray Stantz.
Why is that?
He's the heart of the Ghostbusters. He's just thesaurus of knowledge of paranormal activity, and he's a true believer of the paranormal, just like I am.
You are? Well, sure. So you believe in the paranormal and ghosts and things, but you want to hunt them down?
Well, not all ghosts are good. There are such things as help spirits.
And werewolves.
Exactly. Wes, we're working on this to see if it will work on other supernatural beings.
Do you think that you could make a proton pack that will zap werewolves, vampires, and ghosts?
We're working on it. That should be the 2010 model.
Who's working on it?
The guys.
Good
oh,
improv.
boy.
I love how
guys.
Sam trips him up.
I love it, too.
Their fucking improv skills are so bad that Sam throws him these softballs and they just can't hit him.
That's a great question. Who's working? The guys.
The guys.
No, see, it was just a movie. No one's working on this.
Yeah, why would they? There's no ghosts.
There's really
it's
no
phony
reason to
and
work
fake.
on this.
Passed by the firehouse that's supposed to be their headquarters. You know what? There's no Ghostbusters logo on top of
No.
it.
What?
No.
Just fire trucks.
That's it.
Where is it?
Ghosts?
Oh,
We're working on it. That should be the
Downtown.
2010 model.
Who's working on it?
The guys.
Peter Venkman?
Venkman and Ernie. Well, Ernie's here, if you've seen him.
Were you disappointed that Ernie Hudson wasn't wearing his Ghostbuster outfit?
He's wearing it now.
He is?
He's wearing his GB2 suit, the dark gray one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a picture of him like that with my gear.
Did you think it's a little sad that Ernie Hudson hasn't moved on from the silly Ghostbusters?
He's done other things. He's done Secret Life of American Teenager.
But he's still wearing that dumb suit.
I mean, Ghostbusters is iconic.
Okay, cool. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope you continue to bust the ghosts.
We are. We're ready to believe you.
I don't know what that means.
Line from the movie.
Of course. I'm done. Thanks a lot.
The guy was all excited. He goes, line from the movie.
Sam.
That's great,
I don't know.
though.
I don't know what that means. Line from the movie.
Oh, good for you.
God.
How about you do a
Sam.
line from the movie we all know?
Yes.
Sam is just terrible.
I don't know any lines from Ghostbusters except Zap.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what that means.
Ghostbusters was a lousy movie.
I watched it recently.
stink.
I watched it recently. I didn't like it.
That young man told me
It's dated now or something. I don't know what it was.
that in his opinion, the film Ghostbusters is better than the film Goodfellas.
Do you have a picture of this guy?
As an idiot.
No.
Did you slap him for that line?
I didn't
logic?
slap him.
Sam meets a guy playing with a lightsaber.
Yeah, he had his own booth.
Oh, there were a lot of lightsabers there.
It looked almost, but he was in his own booth, which you have to pay for, and he looked almost like Star Wars kid, just swinging his lightsaber around.
Ooh.
So I wanted to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
How much do you pay for a booth?
A lot.
So it's just some rich kid
Well, as it
getting
turns
money
out,
from his dad.
I mean, I don't want to do any spoilers, but he's got a club that he's trying to get some members
shit,
for.
let's go to this.
Start with North American Man Boy.
I had out.
Oh, did you?
All right, we're at the Big Apple Con with one of the sword fighters. What's the haps?
I'm part of New York Jedi, a fight choreography group that focuses mainly.
Oh my God!
Oh, no, you're not.
Let it go.
We just found the worst hobby ever.
I'm part of the Disappoint Your Father group.
It's an average film. Move on.
I got really
Fucking assholes.
I got really excited when he told me what group he was with.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yes, I did.
They have a website and everything. The New York Jedi.
New York Jedi. Wow.
They
All
have
right,
we're at the Big
lightsabers.
Apple Con with one of the sword fighters. What's the haps?
I'm part of New York Jedi, a fight choreography group that focuses mainly on lightsabers from the Star Wars movies and universe. Basically, we're a bunch of geeks. Some of us are martial artists. Some of us are dancers. Some of us have no experience doing either or. We're just a bunch of people who enjoy doing fights and just enjoy putting together and entertaining the crowd.
Who would win in a plastic sword fight? A martial artist or a dancer?
A plastic. You are fucking notorious, man.
That's
Why?
awesome.
Because you just
Fucking
know
God bless
the
you,
guy
Sam.
doesn't want to call it a plastic sword.
Really?
He wants you to call it a lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Calling it a plastic sword makes it seem silly.
What?
See, this is the coolest thing in the world. Look. Oh, my God, they're doing lightsaber fights out in the street.
Because I was looking at him with these very interested eyes, So he had to know I meant no harm when I said plastic sword fight.
Wow, these guys are good.
Master Poe should do this.
Ah.
To win in a plastic sword fight, a martial artist or a dancer?
So you think? Ooh.
I know, it's a tough one.
I honestly can't say. It would depend. It really would depend.
Are you pissed off about all the heat that the Star Wars kid took on YouTube?
Yeah. Look.
Look.
I mean, just because we're a group that runs around with giant glow sticks, we do get some graft, but nobody gets the joke better than we do. I mean, we tell better. We insult ourselves better than anyone else can.
Can't make fun of yourselves.
They insult themselves better than anyone else can.
I doubt that's true.
They are so serious. Oh, wait.
Can I Master Poe work a lightsaber?
That was somebody actually superimposed the lightsaber on one of his stick fights that he was having with
Craig.
Yes,
that's Craig, right?
Oh, wow, that's
Craig.
not a real lightsabers?
No.
Our security guard got into a stick fight with one of our interns.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's smart.
Correct.
And they used the movie magic to make it a lightsaber.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Toy sword fight guy explains how awesome his club is to Sam. This is the final clip from Comic-Con.
Oh,
Thank
no.
fucking God.
Come on here.
Until next time.
How good are you at this stuff?
How good am I? I can't. I'm not going to gauge myself at all. I've only been here for 8 months. There are some people. The group's only been around for 5 years. Some of us have been around for that long. Some of us only about a year. Some 3. But
why do people spend time doing this?
Because it's fun. I mean, seriously, you're holding a forget the fact that it's Star Wars. You're holding a sword of pure energy.
Well, it's a toy with a light bulb.
It is. Yes, it is essentially a like flat flashlight.
It is.
It is. I mean, but just the idea that you can do anything with.
Well, you can't cut anything.
Well, I mean, physically, like tricks and stuff. I mean, you could do fencing, you could do broadsword, you could do samurai swords, you could do, that.
But you could also technically do that with a pointer for a chalkboard.
Yes. Yes, you could.
Or a pool cue.
Yes.
Or like a branch that fell off a tree in a storm.
Yes.
Would I be welcome into your group if I tied a bunch of glow sticks to a tree branch and swung it around like a retard?
The swinging around like a retard, we wouldn't really like. One of our first tenets in the group is safety. We, above all things, we value safety the most. I mean, the first thing we teach is control of the blade.
The blade or the plastic sword?
Well, for all intents and purposes, the blade.
Or in this scenario, plastic.
Plastic, yes.
And in the end of the day, everybody goes home happy.
Yes.
To their mom's basements.
Maybe.
It's not for you to judge. It's not for me to judge.
I can't speculate where most of our members live.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, and I hope people join the Sword Fight Club.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Doing.
That's fantastic.
Watching the Master Post demo. He's just tapping him. What does this mean?
Well, if you ever... It's really helpful if you ever get into a fight where the other person was in slow motion.
Or not moving at all.
You could hit him a whole bunch of times.
He could kick your ass in a slap fight.
Oh, Jesus, that's stunning. That gentleman did not like you referencing his lightsaber as a plastic toy, even though he was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know he did.
The blade.
No.
Their tenant is safety first.
There's no blade.
Safety first, pussy last.
What an ass.
Yeah, you can't buy a blade in KB Toys.
No, but you can buy a flashlight with a colorful stick on it.
Yeah. His was red, which means he's a bit evil.
Oh, he's a little evil.
Yeah.
Well, I understand.
Sam, great job.
Thank you.
That was ridiculous. We got a little Jocktober later on?
Yeah.
We got one for today?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see Sam a little later in the show. We're going to take a break.
Ooh.
I didn't know what to do with that fucking thing.
You just listen and enjoy.
It's just such another world.
Yeah, that's
like I try to sit here and try to relate on it.
Just make fun of it. Don't even give it any credibility.
I try to understand it a little bit. Like,
nah.
What would be the fun in doing that?
It's not fun. It's dorky.
Right. All right. We're going to break and continue. Opie and Anthony.